Just the good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, yeah, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but the law never will. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Making their way the only way they know how. Yeah, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves me, but she don't understand. They keep on showing my hands and now my face on TV. Making our way the only way we know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Driving so fast, having all the fun. You know it's no wonder why we are always on the run. Just two good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law.
Oh yeah, race fans, here we go again. We got FRB coming to you live from the 805. I'm your lunatic in the booth, Chris Paul Hamus. And we got one heck of a bad, you-know-what show planned for you this evening. Front Row Esports going to be bringing it to you. Bigger is better. That's where we're going, Texas. The intro didn't say enough. These boys are about ready to. As we got ourselves a heap of a race ahead of us here. We got a lot of... We got a lot of drivers tonight, everybody. Damn. So we're going to have all kinds of fun. This is going to be great. Oh, my goodness. So we go big, all right? So this is how we're going to do so tonight. But, man, welcome in, everybody. Again, Front Row Esports. They're going to be getting something done for this championship this season. Putting on some excellent shows, excellent racing. I mean, you just can't go wrong. You got some drama going down. I mean, you got it all over here, man. Family environment, it comes with the good and the bad. But, man, we're going to have a good one tonight, though. But, of course, all this brought to you by Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink. We got Raptor Race Graphics and everything brought to us from the stars. Way up there. Super fast, a lot faster than that experience the internet, I'm just saying. But anyway, so let's get back to it. We got Texas Motor Speedway up in front of us this evening. Let's look over the track map and see what she has in store. All right, location 3545 Lone Star Circle, Fort Worth, Texas. Open August, 3rd of August, 1996. 1.5 intermediate quad oval. All right, and that's tricky too. That quad oval's no joke. That's going to be some treachery in tonight's race, guaranteed. And loose off from 4. I'm thinking there's some boats out there. Turns 1 and 2, 20 degrees. Turns 3 and 4, 24 degrees. So you got little differences in banking on this one. So you really got to understand which direction you're going into here, 1 or 3. As you have, some slight degree banking on your stretches, your 5 degree, not a lot, but enough to give you that extra feeling of support. Not really the support in general. But let's see what these boys have to race up against tonight here. What's the clock looking? We're looking at 200 laps. Oh, yeah. So we got a little bit of a go fast ahead of us. We got stage 1, lap 35. Stage 2, lap 90. Stage 3, we got 110 laps. Let's look to see what the format has to offer and what our fuel window is going to be. I believe, just doing some math on the stages now. Open setup here. We got this is how we roll it. One faster person. You do got that backup car in the hauler. 4 sets of tires this evening. Fuel allocated, I believe, is 100%. And the pit window, 55 to 65 laps-ish. We're not going to quote me on that one. We're going to fly with it for right now, okay? But we'll get it further tuned as we get into this race. If we even see that tonight, there is just a ton of drivers that are signed in right now. So whatever Front Row Esports is doing, they're doing it right because we're tracking all kinds to the track. All right, speaking of that, let's look over what these veterans have in their pockets and what they're looking for more here. So let's kind of mosey on over to, it's around here somewhere. Let's go to the points, and I think they're down. What? No, maybe we took the wrong way. Oh, shoot, my bad. Oh, no, hold on, wait a minute. There it is, got it. All right, so you're looking at Dylan Banks here. He's still leading the way. Trevor Baxter is, just at 78 points behind, so he needs himself win of a race, and he does need, oh, wait a minute, that's not supposed to happen. It was supposed to stay where it was at, so now we're going to have to go all over it again. Nuh-uh. So here, I'm going to have to fix this real quick because it was set on the wrong setting. My bad. So no loop. And hold what you got. There we go. All right, I think we're good. All right, yeah. All right, so Trevor Baxter, you got him. Like I said, Chris Carroll's in that third position. Got that win last week. He's feeling that heat. He's feeling that heat in his kitchen. So let's see if we can keep bringing it forward. Kyle Wellman in that fourth position. Steve Johnson rounding out your top fiver. Wellman's doing great. Johnson's doing great in both series. So these guys are trying to show their talents on more than just one platform. But you got Brian Zimmerman. He had himself an awesome race last night. Garrett Wiles, same. These guys are all cranking out some good laps, good times, and good finishes, obviously, if you see their points. Now, here's a cool thing to look at here. I did bring up a few extra stats this evening, if you will. We have on our starts. So look over on your starts, first column, incidences. All right, that's going to be the total number of incidences of some of these drivers. And then, of course, you have your points differentiations behind the lead and behind the next. But the cool thing is just looking at those starts for a minute here, as you have, the differences of who had so many starts, and now we're down to what, 4-5 drivers that have started every single race. That's freaking awesome. I mean, kind of, I guess, right? But again, it'll show on, even some of the drivers that are missing races still having good finishes and placing them up there in that top of the leaderboard. So, good run there. Again, it shows that it's about where you're finishing here, how many points you're gathering per race, and where you're going to initially sit at here on this, up in this list. But I wish we had some footage from last year's race, but I did not find our race for some reason. So I might have taken that night off or whatnot, and we had it done over at TSP. So True Sim Productions, they do really good work as well. Always pass them up. Let's bring us back to the booth as we are just waiting for Q to kick off. Just one moment here. Boom. All right. So again, we are at Texas. Yeah, I mean, and it's going to be a fast one. We got some degree banking out there, really fast track. I mean, you can keep it almost 10. Definitely through 3 and 4. But again, it's about the tires, management, intros, exits, all of that. So it looks like we are now transferring over to Q. Yes, we are. So again, I'm looking for a dynamic race tonight. It is going to be tight, especially in the beginning. Everyone's going to be racing for that same fast race line. Want to save those tires, and we'll start to see this groove widen up as these tires really start to wear. And look for these guys to heat up and burn off those right fronts. Look for these guys snapping off loose, coming out of 4, doing some landscaping down that front stretch. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's all up in the air. We got and then strategies, of course. Oh, that's going to be a fun as well. But we got a anthem tonight, not our national anthem. We're going to do it Texas style, okay? We're going to throw a little something different in the loop here. We're going to do a shout out to All America. All right, it's for everybody. Everybody! All right, it's all you, everyone out there, including me too. Yes, dude, I'm in this one as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get on over to it. We'll be back here for the drop of the green flag, so stay tuned. We're about to go fast. Next.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. There ain't no doubt. Pack it up, pack it in.
As simple as, or even easier than, playing a record.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Ready on the right, ready on the left. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Ready on the right, ready on the left.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up. Punky better back up. Try and play the role and the whole crew will act up. Get up.
All right, how's it, race fans? Here we go. Got Chris Paul Hammers here with FRB. We are coming to you live from the 805. We got Front Row Esports, and they're about to get something big and nasty done here in Texas, man. We're gonna get fast with this thing, and I think it's gonna be aggressive. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be more of shootouts. It's gonna be that style. You're gonna have to be playing on the offense as opposed to defense. I think defense is going to get you in trouble here. So again, moving forward, I think it's going to be the game in Texas. Look for that super difficult to pass as well. So I'm going to be looking for this. Of course, you see all of our sponsors jumping up in there and showing you how to keep the lights on. But we're about ready to get this thing underway, waiting for the key results to kick off as we're just getting these boys up and ready to rock. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in for tonight's race here. I get, just super stoked to have the support that these guys get. They put on a lot of hard work and effort into these setups and tuning and testing and all of that. So give them a good showing when it comes to spectate and whatnot. But I think here we go. All right, saw the blink in the screen, and I think it's almost time to go fast. Yes, it is. All right, looking to see who's on point and who's on pole. Mr. Dylan Banks, our points leader, is going to go ahead and crack off that pole as well. So we did see some good magic happen from the pole last night Truck Series race. If you missed that one, go and tune into that. But that was a really good race as well. But yeah, so we're just going to get our cameras tuned in as we got everybody getting fired up here and getting pitted in. But right now we do have Sean Lauder in that second position, qualified in that 29 car. So Sean Lauder, newer to the program. I believe it's going to be his second race with us this evening. And I think he is in. So there we go. Yeah, everyone's starting to drop in now. Kyle Wellman in the 42. He is in that third position. So good qualifying efforts for him as well. Great job there. Raymond Hardina, there he is, man. Look at this guy. He has this cat has been fast, and he has been consistently clean, methodical on his run. See him to finish real good tonight, I think. Starting that fifth position, Tanner Marr. Heck yeah, buddy. Top fiver, getting her done. Trevor Baxter, sixth position, second in points. He's right in that top 10 where he needs to be. Good starting position. Hughes Brown, new guy, 35. Yeah, buddy. Welcome back. He's in the seventh position. Larry Bell in the 43. Eighth spot. Ryan K. Emery. I think he's been in here before, but anyways, one of the newer guys to the field. Ninth position, round out your top 10 is going to be Mark Miller in that 8 car. Steve Johnson, 11th position, right outside that top 10. Right along with is going to be Matt Jones in that 77. Go Jonesin, buddy. We got Daniel Best in the 10 car. Sorry about that. As we are just kind of flipping things around and getting ready to go. Michael Reeves in the 00 machine. Reeves is going to be getting it down to the 14th position. 15th is going to be Brian Zimmerman. 16th is going to be TJ Henley. 17th, Hunter Bogdan. Matt Metler in the 79 is going to be 18th position. So we can scroll on through. There we go. Richard Jackson. We do got a good list tonight. So Richard Jackson in the 18th position. Keith Pittman, to death in that 03. You look for him in the 19th position. Paul De Niro is in that 20th position. Carl Lindstrom, 21st, 83, starting a little further back, along with Chris Carroll. It looks like we are rolling now. All right. Matt Metler, Garrett Wiles, all back there. Gus Otero is in that 24th, 25th position, I believe. 24th. Garrett, there he is in that 25th. See, Tom's going to start in the back here, the 32 in that 27th position. You have Danny Carpenter in the 28th spot. And then looks like Ronnie Morrison's a starting Parker. All right, so let's get a bit of round out our field. Dylan Banks did take the pole and is going to go ahead and kick us off this evening for stage 1. I believe it's that time. Cue the old Barney guy up there with the flag and say, it's time to go, buddy. Welcome to Texas. Time to get big. Time to get bad. 1.5 mile of haul, but haul ass. We can say haul ass here. That's right. That's right. We can. That's donkey. Haul and donkey. We got a good jump by the 48 as we are green all kinds. What the? So we did have a checkup and we have a caution off the start. What? That's not a good sign for tonight's race here, everybody. We didn't even get the green and we got wrecking already. So we have Gus Arturo's in it. Danny Carpenter's in it. Tanner Marr is in that one. Chris Carroll's off track. Miller's in it. What the heck happened? Let's go to Tanner Marr as slow it down. Try to get us a good camera view here. I'm sure it's going to be a weak start on someone's in. Someone's sleeping. Hard to spin tires when, they're fresh. But maybe missing a gear. That could be possible. Nerves be rattled here. Oh, let's play this thing. We got Tanner Marr, I think, with the money shift in this one. I believe so. So let's rewind him back, and I believe that's going to be Mr. Tanner Marr. And that's going to be embarrassing all day long. No joke. Because he's starting up in the front here, and he's going to money shift. See. Oh no, maybe he just got loose or something. I don't know what the heck he did. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but I mean, it sounded like maybe he just got in the gas, got loose or something. But that just done wrecked like all kinds of people, and we didn't start the race. So the frustrations are already going to be pretty heavy in the beginning of this thing. Yeah, tempers are going to be flaring for sure through this race. We'll look it over one more time. These guys are going to have to. So yeah, he got a hold of the grass. Yeah, he cut down, got a hold of the grass. Ouch, that's terrible. All right, so we're going to try to stack them back up again and see if we can get ourselves a green flag to tonight's race. That is quite embarrassing. I will say that in this matter. These guys have been performing well for us to kind of chat the bed there in the beginning. All right, Banks still leading the way, obviously. Midfield is pretty much frozen as we started, but and now we're gonna kind of loop them around again and see if we can get this thing fired off. I'm excited. I want to go racing here at Texas. I love this track. Love how fast it is. It's a little bit more, it says intermediate, but I want to lean a little bit more to the difficult, not to burn these tires off. Find that fast line around this track. And, work with that draft too. I mean, you get too close to these guys, and we'll see it tonight, I'm sure. But we've seen it huge on the truck last night, where guy get too close to the bumper, and he loses the front end, mid-turn right through the center. Just plowed like dump truck status, and you just go right up that track. And I'm sure I don't know if we'll see it as bad tonight, but I'm sure that we'll see something of that nature. So it's going to be, also learning when to pass. I'm really curious to see on how will it be as difficult as it was last night for the like in the trucks for the cars to get past them. Can they generate more of a run? All right, we're going to go down the back stretch. Got the lights off on the pace car, and we're going to try to get this thing green for stage one. And luckily we have still a good number of cars out there. Hopefully didn't get damaged, but like I said, involved in that accident, it's going to be Danny Carpenter, Gus Arturo, Miller, and Marr. So of course Marr but we've seen a lot of guys off track, so that's going to give them a no-go on that donut action on safety. A 0x gets you an extra point. All right. One more time. Here we go. Okay, keep it off the lawn. All right. Maybe we should put some signs down there. Keep off grass.
Green flag.
All right, we're green. Come on. Good jump by the 48, 28, and 42. Going to go side by side. Trevor Baxter in the 20 and the 87 of Raymond Hardina. These guys are going to go ahead and excel and get this top 5 up and out, which is exactly what they need to do. They are getting away from the back 6 here, or back 10, and let these guys kind of give them room to sort it out. Not giving any checkups. Negative energy going backward as all these guys are trying to get the speed. As we are, everyone is getting up to speed properly. We're going to cross the first line, and get proud of you guys. All right, we're going to get ourselves a lap in here. All right. So again, it could be one of those races, and I definitely don't want to see that for these drivers, where it's just that all day. Right now, so we're going to see some transfers, some spots. Banks leading the way. Trevor Baxter in that second position. Louder, he's trying to get loud up behind this wheel in that third position. And Wellman settling in fourth. Raymond Hardina at fifth. Smart for these guys getting lined up single file. Let's look at the double file action. Back in the 77 cap. Woo, 77 under attack. Let's go right on board. Why not? We got, again, this is a shifting setup here. As you see, a lot of these guys will be grabbing that gear down that backstretch. Downshift to the center. So it's going to be more to mess with for these drivers as opposed to some of these others. As he's got TJ Hanley in the 08. Haven't seen him for quite a minute. And it looks like looks like good battle happening. It was. As everyone's getting lined up. Now we got Chris Carroll moving himself forward to see that 18 on the bottom in that 13th position. Looking to get past Michael Rivas in the 00. O'Donis is taking that higher line as the 18 is going to go ahead and try to grab a hold of that bottom entry there, wrap that thing through the center and try to get going. Doesn't quite get the exit he's looking for, but we do have possible more action to be had. Yes, we do. We have, I believe that's the 35 of Brown. Brown must have maybe slapped fence a little bit. He's rode and slowed up, way off pace, backing up something fierce. You got the 30 of Gus Toro. He was involved in that first little deal in the beginning. Now, good to see him, up and rocking and rolling. Huge Hunter Bogdan. He's on the outsides here. He's getting a little tight. Garrett Wiles in the 926. He's going to try to make some ground up here. 18 getting loose. Chris Carroll trying to get past some of this traffic and get himself into that cleaner air. We got side-by-side battle with the 35. Wow. And it's going to continue. We got a clusters. Yes, we do. Dogfight happening. We got a 4, 5, 6 actually. 6 going to be stacking up here. So we're going to see. And I believe that is Carroll. TJ Hanley in the 08 with the 77 of Jones. These guys are going to go and go side by side. Those look like the 08 of Hanley is going to get around him on that outside. Followed with, you have the 00 of Michael Rivas. Rivas looking pretty strong in that midline right there. He enjoying it. He must be from Midland in that area because, he's working that middle line and finding that exit. Whoa, 77. Little wicked loose there. Almost slapped that 00 in that left front, sent him directly into defense. 35 is going to take advantage of the loss of momentum as they're going to kind of gain up. This is going to be the battle. But Dylan Banks still leading the way. Trevor Baxter, all these guys have 1, 2, 3 lined them up as you got in 4th, 5th, and 6th position. All the way back to 7th position, Steven Johnson. Then you got Brian Zimmerman, TJ Hanley, and then this clusters. Yeah, buddy. 77's in trouble. He's having himself a little bit of a heyday here with this magical traffic, and everybody looking to get on by. Outside, now the 926 going to utilize that open door. Going to put that 77, drop him back just a few more positions. Garrett Wiles still in that 14th position. Gus Toro. Chris Carroll kind of locked right now. Just outside that top 10. Who slid in that top 10 is going to be Donuts there, and Michael Rivas in that 08, or I'm sorry, the 00 machine, but the 08 right in front of him, trying to chase him down as we could possibly have a, wait a minute, we do. Battle for the race lead. Here we go. They want the camera. Get some. Trevor Baxter, he is now reeled in Dylan Banks, and he's going to try to sock one to him. These two have been trading blows throughout the season. You know, literally tit for tat with the little occasional other driver winning, but these two have been more class of the field, along with, per se, like the Johnson, the Carrolls, and you know, even Zimmy's been picking up his speed. Raymond Hardina, Kyle Wellman. Let's see if these guys have what it takes to get up here and battle. Go toe to toe. Squabble with these guys. As Banks, he's giving her all she's got, Captain. 20's all over his bumper now, and Sean Lauder, the Kyle Wellman. Ooh, Wellman side by side with the 87 of Hardina. Hardina is looking to take over that bottom slide. Oh, up close. Kind of loses a nose there as he stalls himself up. Brian Kimmery, he's going to try to take advantage, and now we've got Johnson rocking the outside to Midland, and he's trying to find that exit and that speed down that straightaway. But looks like 87 is going to get that dive in. That one's going to stall it through the center. We're going to look back for the race lead. Here we go. Trevor Baxter going for the dive on the bottom. Finally gets the run he's looking for. These guys are going to go side by side. Beautiful. Yeah, rip it on out of two. 48's going to take that drive off there on that outside lane. That's what these guys are going to look for to keep them pinned tight and get that drive off right now. Ooh, yeah, a little contact, maybe. Well, hey, how you doing? And we're at drag race now. The 20th minute try on the outside. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I kind of referred to last night, is that when in doubt, change it out. I mean, you know, if you can't get him on the bottom, you'll try to get him to rotate up. You'll get him out there on the top. Try a different angle, pin him down, get him something different to fight against. And 20 was doing quite that, working the outside. Whoa, get a little wiggly loose there. Get a little tap to that white line. Got a little too happy there, but look who's caught up to him. Mr. Lauder. Yeah, he's going to show you how to crank this thing up. I bet you he's going to give these boys over NASCAR some lessons on that cranker upper, because now he has caught them something fierce. Let's take a ride with that Fruit Loops machine. Sean Lauder in that 29. He's like, hey, I can just go right in the middle. It's cool. Got a lane. We're good. I mean, he's there. Good dig off here, coming real close to the wall. Going to use all that track. That's the beautiful thing when he's not racing somebody. He gets to use all that track, and he gets to, of course, double dip off that draft in front of him. Now he's going to work this outside line. He's got a little something happening in this hot rod of his. Fruit Loops machine be a flying right now. He hold up over to 48, but we do have new leader of Trevor Baxter. Sorry, we all just right. Whatever, you seen it. He was right there. Anyway, Trevor Baxter, new leader, taken away from the 48. He said, Trevor Baxter started, fifth, sixth position? So, yeah, he's up, fifth position. So, he's up five spots. Good job for him, chasing down the 48. Get past him now. And look, Lauder, he wants a piece of him now. See, the 48 is, it seems some weakness there, and he's going to look to attack. Top three, great battle right here as these guys are stretching it out from the rest of the field. Absolutely. Go back on Lauder. He's going to take him to the outside here. Beautiful run by these boys right here, keeping tight combat. And what a dogfight just for this lead. Trevor Baxter make one wrong move. He'll be swallowed up by these two. But meanwhile, back to the ranches, these guys are going to go side by side. We do have Kyle Wellman and the 87 of Hardina still duking it out. I know, I'm sorry, I would have been here for it. We're here for you in spirit and heart, absolutely, for your guys' battle. But they're still going, still messing off here and loving it. As these guys now single filed it out. Trevor Baxter leading the way. Sean Lauder, second position, gets over that Dylan Banks, so does get him on the outside there. But we do have other battles that are heating up throughout the track here. Emery underneath of Wellman to the outside. But Brian is looking fantastic. Johnson's kind of falling off pace ever so slightly. Hughes Brown in the 35, same. But we got big battle, 28 of Brian Zimmerman and Michael Reeves side by side. 42, again, the 96 of Brian Emery. Emery on the bottom trying to get him clear. He does, jumping back down to Michael Reeves. and Brian Zimmerman. Zimmerman on the bottom. Now he's got a whole heap to handle right now. Oh, we got more guys loose and low here. Something happened to the 926, or the 96 of Brian. Brian is must have got loose off because he slipped back. Some fears. We got the 28 of Brian Zimmerman on the outside now, trying to work that high exit, stay off the out fence as TJ Hanley's trying to hold his own. We have 10 laps left remaining in stage 1. 926 Garrett was trying to move himself forward here, up 12 positions at the moment. Chris Carroll up. Oh, Carroll sideways, and we're wrecking! Oh! Carroll around just as we got to him. That's going to leave a little bit of a mark. Thanks. Let's wind it back and slow it down. Okay, so he's going to try to get a good run on the 926, and that's going to be Hunter Bogdan in the 86. He's just going to run him over. Later, he does. Just drives the thing right into the bumpers, and yeah, we're going to send it. And that sends him sideways in front of the field. 77, I think, is going to take a clip there, and but the 70 is going to take most of the damage and most of the impact, as everybody else is trying to whoa and slow and check him up. 03, oh no, boom, never mind. 03 is going to get a part of that one too. He's like, I want to get into this wreck. And 03, that would be Keith Pittman. And oh man, and everybody just kind of whoa, now getting checked up, flames out the pipes. And so 86 into the back of the 18, and ouch. So he's going to get some damage fixed. Absolutely. Will it be enough to take that backup car into Holler? That's going to be the next question. I'll take a quick break. Be back here in just a moment. Wait, you know what? Actually, scratch that. We're almost to the end of stage. I don't want to miss any of this excitement. I think it's going to be a pretty gnarly shootout for the top guys here. And we've had some issues with the start, obviously. So I'm going to be biting some nails on this one. But Trevor Baxter leading the way. Dylan Banks in that second position. Raymond Hardina and Kyle Wellman with Steve Johnson. That's round out your top fiver. So great run for these guys. They're looking for those stage points. You know, that's where that's where the buck stops. All right, let's be straight up on that one. It's going to be about these points and getting to those playoffs at the end. Then when it gets to the end, that's when you're worrying about, okay, you know, let's really throw some stuff out there and some hellmakers if I have to keep me up top of those points. Right now, these guys are doing a great job managing their equipment, and of course, making sure that they try to stay on their race strategies. See a lot of guys not pitting, staying out. We're gonna finish the thing off in 5 laps. So it's gonna be interesting. We got some wore up tires here, not too wore up, but definitely wore up, and yeah, we're gonna go for a restart here. Again, we've seen some of those issues. Well, they saw one issue in the beginning, but that was also touching grass, so it wasn't really like a. But anyways, so we're gonna go double file, line this thing back up one more time, and we're gonna hopefully we can race this thing out to the end of stage. See that stage 1? Oh yeah, stage 1 lap 35. So you see that right hand of your screeners. You know, good little reminder for all of us, including myself. I get buried in this action sometimes, man. I forget what lap we'll be on. But at 28, so we're gonna go green. 29 is gonna give us a 6th lap shootout to the end of the stage. Baxter did a real good job running down the leader, getting past him. I'm real curious to see. So we do have a few guys that were up here that are no longer. So we may have seen some Brian Emery, Louder. Here we go. He was just up in that 2nd position, and now going to find him. Must have hit the pits, and he's going to be now back in 16th position. And for these new guys, they still have a chance. They can still make that playoffs and win this championship. So playoffs is going to be, points are going to be crucial no matter who you are in this field right now. All right, we're going to go for that restart. Green all kinds, and we're gone. 20 with a smooth to ginger-like start along with the rest of the field. Everybody kind of keeping it mellow, and we're going to let them spool up. Wellman's going to take that high line. The one of Johnson's going to get that Midland to low. Ooh, loose off there as we seen Raymond Hardina all up on that wheel, or maybe he was jockeying to get down underneath the 42 of Kyle Wellman. I think he was jockeying to get down to the 2 of Kyle Wellman. 42 Kyle Wellman trying to get that launch off, kind of keeps that 87 stalled down, and Johnson's just kind of back here for the ride as we got side-by-side battle happening with the 10 of Daniel Best, the 77. We got Brian Zimmerman and Hughes Brown. Hughes Brown in the 35 trying to make a big move right here on the outside for the 28, trying to keep him pinned down, and the same thing is happening right in front of them. We see battling side by side, just can't get them clear. That outside just keeps getting that run off, and it takes a minute to inch by inch, like the 87's trying to muster up right now. Will he have enough time, or will they have enough patience to get to this checkered flag? That's what it's going to be about. We've got that patience, and of course, we'll run out of that at the end of this race, absolutely. As we got some movers here. Got Tom Freitas in the 32, trying to move forward. How about that? Take a ride with Tom real quick as we're gonna jump on board. Ooh, Garrett, he got some go fast in his, he got some pep in his step, if you will. As I'm sure we got the 4 new tires, he's gonna come screaming by these guys, and then maybe stay out, flip this thing, try a different strategy, get himself a little bit further up in the field. Trevor Baxter still leading the way. Banks has reeled him in, but is pretty much locked on bumpers right now. Battling be happening, though. Raymond Hardina moving up into that 3rd position. Heck yeah, dude. He got himself a great finish last week. He's going to try to come back for another one. Dude, this is good stuff from Raymond Hardina. Super stoked. Oh, we got the 29. Oh, he's just flying through the field right now on them 4 fresh goods right there. Oh, yeah, I feel real good. He's like, I feel great. Watch this. He was in 14th, dropping the flag, and now he is back up into 3rd. He's going to have that maybe 2nd, and he may even have that stage win if he continues. Yes, he will. He will have that stage win. He has plenty of time because he's just going to roar it on the outside and rip right past these dudes. Let's see the 48. 48's going to go and try to throw him a little. No, I'm not going to give it to you. But now he's just going to try to, split the difference here. Because I'm sure of it. He's got the tires. He's going to be able to rock right around him. He does. He kind of splits the difference, goes to the outside, going to hold. He's going to take him by the end of this next lap. So on this last lap, oh yeah, he's gone. So Sean Lauder from 14th to first with them 4 fresh trail goods. Again, we got the tire strategies and how this is going to play out. So look for him to possibly, he's probably going to stay out, I'm thinking, and hold on to his track position, but lose that grip on tire. So we'll see him maybe back up in the next run. And again, this will be flipping back and forth. It's about where you want to end at stage 3. As we are on final lap of stage 1. Sean Lauder lead the way. Trevor Baxter, Garrett Wiles. Oh, big fight between Raymond Hardina and the 30 getting past. 35 now looking for a piece. He's getting all of it. As the 35 is going to roar past, as Sean Lauder is going to go ahead and take that P1 for stage 1. Good job, stage 1 winner, Sean Lauder. Great. 1 second here as we hide this, get this out of here. We good to go. All right, bust up our drivers, and let's show some chatter, some love to the 29, Sean Lauder. Great job, my man. Yeah, killer work out there on track. And again, like you said, he raced himself up 2 seconds. We know he's fast, and he has a good car. But then he did a tire, flip ups, and he got that stage win. So good for him. Trevor Baxter in the 20 gets that 2nd position. Dylan Banks in the 48 going to get that 3rd spot. Garrett Wiles in that 4th position. In the 926, round out your top 5 is going to be the 30 of Gus Toro. I believe these boys finished decent last week too. Hughes Brown in the 35, 6th position. Raymond Hardina holds on to that top 10 in that 7th position. Same thing with Steve Johnson in that 8th. Rocking and rolling into that 9th is going to be Brian Zimmerman in the 28. And then rounding out your top 10er is going to be Mr. Michael Rivas Donuts in the 00, as he's going to get it done for the end of our stage points. Lauder going to bring us into pit road. Or stay out. Oh, he is bringing it in. All right. So we're going to change up the program here. take ourselves a quick break and be back here for the start of stage 2. Stick with us, everybody. Back here in just a moment.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He is trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there!
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing? No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Ew. We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch that.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles, we have a blue dog to catch.
No, wait.
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
Country living on an old back road. Friday night is the place to go. You can call everybody you know. Yes, sir, let's rock and roll. Country living on a Friday night.
You couldn't have said it any better. It's time to rock and roll. Stage 2. Here we go. Garrett Wiles leading the way. Green flag. Let's get it. Sean Louder, second position. Trevor Baxter. These guys are all going to spool them up. And let's see. We're going to get some quick movement through the field. 48 all over the bumper. It's real tight back here. Real tight. Possible 3 wide lookings. Everyone's searching for a race line. You're going to try to get past this traffic as quick as possible and then get back to, and then get set into your rhythm and your rhyme and your reason. Garrett's under attack by Sean Louder. Sean Louder on the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside. 29 goes. Yeah, oh no, doesn't quite get the lead there, but he's got the pressure, and he is putting the pressure on that 926. Garrett Wiles trying to get it off, launch it off the bottom here, and does. They're going to keep it side by side. Drag race for that race lead. Going into 3-4. We're gonna get it out of 4 here. See if the 29 is gonna muster up that orthodox run outside. Yeah, he does. Clear. All clear. Super clear. He's out some clean air, and he's gonna try to excel. Try to extend that lead just ever so slightly. As we got clusters going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here's dogfight. Big dogfight. Got Dylan Banks, Paul De Niro, Gus Otero, Steve Johnson, Raymond Hardita, TJ Hanley, Ryan Zimmerman's rounding out this playful pack that just seems to be wanting to have the gloves on and throw some blows back and forth as we got all kinds of sorties happening in front of us right now. Got the 20 of Trevor Baxter kind of locked in door to door with that 55 Paul De Niro. You've seen some good speed out of that camp. As he got him, Paul De Niro on the bottom here. As the 20 is going to get that run off along, and the one car is going to go ahead right along with them. Not quite, yeah, he is. He's clear, barely. He gets it, but it seems like that 55 really got stalled up, and now as he's getting stalled up, he's getting the rest of these guys have that momentum built up. They're going to power by on the outside. He may have a break right here for him to kind of gather. Oh no, he's going to push it in even deeper. Oh, we got contact, and Hanley. Oh, Hanley is trying to hold on to it. Wrecks. Oh, the 18 gets wrecked again. Oh, caution's out. You see, he was desperate there, so he was just trying to send it in. I seen this one building though, I really did. Let's look it over. So we have the 55 of Paul De Niro. He was getting just a melee handed to him on the outside here. So now the 55, he's going to sit it in here pretty tough. He's frustrated, right? It's now going to be the third or fourth car getting past him as he got stalled up right there. And, so you look, he pushed something fierce. He come up there utilizing a few more tires in his turn. And he gets the 08 at TJ Henley. He gets him mad loose. The rest of these guys, like, oh, look at this sneak by of the 87. And then the door just closes, blindsider. Yeah, blindsider to the 18. 18's going to take her down to the fence. He going to bounce off that thing like a pool ball. Oh, man. And then he's going to try to straighten her out. Everyone else gets checked up here. And it looks like everyone survives. So the 18 not having a good day. Ouch. Sean Lauder leading the way. Under caution once again. Okay, lights are on. So let's take another quick break. I want to see why I didn't have my side-by-side action happening here. So bear with me. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Miles per hour. Last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Ready? Because there's no going back.
Everybody, welcome back. Chris Paul Hammers here, your lunatic in the booth with the FRB, live from the 805, of course. And, of course, you got Front Row Esports trying to crank off some laps here at Texas. Get some dog fighting, some wrecking. And poor 18, man. I feel bad for that Carroll character back there, man. He's just been in it. But we got Lauder leading the way. He's trying to show these boys, really, really how to get her done here. That Footloose car, freaking amazing right now. He's took some tires, then he does some pits, so I'm kind of curious on how this worked out on his tires. If he just maybe got a splash and go, he's going to run out the rest of the stage on these tires, which I think that's what I would have done. I would have splashed and go and run the rest of the stage out if he only had 4 or 5 tires, and he has that kind of speed. So Lauder's going to lead us off right here. We have Garrett Wiles in a 926. He's going to get him on that outside, get him started out there. And then the 35 of Hughes Brown got that third position. Bankers, he ain't letting go. His cake is still yet to bake, as he looked good, looked promising. He had the batch in the oven ready to go at the beginning of this race, but right now, 4th position. Same with Trevor Baxter. Trying to again stay up in this top 5, top 10, where you need to be. right, let's go racing. Whoa, a little bit of a wicked start there. I think someone tagged grass again. Man, that's no joke. You see him cutting across the grass right there, as we do have Louder with the great start. Garrett Wiles, second position, and a battle shaping up here for that third. Big battle shaping up right now, possibly 2-3 of them. Hughes Brown, Trevor Baxter in the 20. Steve Johnson, he wants some of this. Get there, Johnson, come on! He's gone. Here we go, yeah, good. Zimmy too, Gus Antero. He's trying to slap him a little 1-4. Side by each, these two go, and everyone else kind of lined up solid right in front of them. So it's a fight to get to the bottom in the beginning, and then you see how that line really spread out there, and that middle line goes to take off. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen to this track as it starts to rubber up, and now the sun's come out, so the change in the track is real. It's definitely real this evening. Oh, we got some other battles happening here between Michael Reeves in a 00 donuts, Michael Reeves, Keith Pippin in the 03. Daniel Best, Chris Carroll trying to make his get out of the soup, bro. Yeah, he's trying to get forward here because them checkups and the cars sliding and run him over and say, oh, more contact. 10 of, oh no, Carroll sideways again. More contact. That's gonna pee him off or even more, but he holds it. Good job, Carroll. Back to 21st position along with Kyle Wellman. These boys are really gonna suffer back here in the soup. Tom's working his way forward again, looking at Brian Emery, Carl Lindstrom, and Matt Jones. Both these cats all hunting the top 5. Tanner Marr trying to make a fight back. Pittman into that 15th position now. Michael Reeves, everything kind of lining up back here, but you've seen, man, that was just clusters, all kinds. Danny Carpenter, Paul Gennaro, all back toward the back right now. Got some lap downers and everything, but right now, Louder is maybe under attack by Garrett Wiles and the 48 of Banks. And remember, if this guy did what I think he did, was a splash and go, and you're gonna hold on to that set of tires, he's gonna have to drive this thing a little bit. He's doing pretty good. Garrett and Banks, they're gonna stick with him. Trevor's right there. Expect nothing less for these two to be, to roll through. But Garrett's showing some really good speed out of him this evening. He must have made some good adjustments, or maybe the weather's really kicking up nicely for him in his setup, because he has really found that nitrous in that car tonight. That 926 is now your biggest mover of the race, up 23 positions. Banks trying to take one of those positions away right now Garrett trying to move forward. Battle for the race lead. Garrett's going low. 29 is going to take that Midland line and try to get that run off. Oh, watch out for the fence. Woo, that was close. He definitely spiked some temps on that right front on exit out of 2, but the 29's can hold on to that race lead, and the 48's now going to try the same thing. Gets around the outside, big racing up front, which would expect nothing less from ESPORTS. This is what I'm talking about. This is how you drive. From now on, that's how you drive. And they're getting it done right now. 35, Hughes Brown. On about 30. Yeah, here comes Johnson now. He want to get into the show. Come on, Johnson. Why not, man? You want to go for the knee ticket ride? Let's take you to the one. I mean, he's used to going fast, and he should be. He flies in jets and stuff, Now he's kind of soloed out to the Midland line, though, but he's finding ground out there to the 87 of Hardina. Hardina, you a little sideways, a little Tokyo drift status, through the center of 2. As he was trying to put the power down underneath the one, gets it finally. Yeah, he's just all over that wheel, man. Go get some. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. We got Trevor Baxter moving on up, and new leader, Dylan Banks in the 48 with that Trevor Baxter right there on his 6. So we're going to have relinquishing the lead is going to be the 29 of Louder, as he spoke all kinds, taking off and holding the lead for as long as he did. I believe he is on some older tires. So again, that's my thought. Don't quote me on this one. I'm just kind of going with it. I ain't no Larry Mack, all right? But, you know, we can fake it to make it, though. I know this one. Oh, Ardino, he's moving forward in 926 mode and slowed up as we got the 29 backing up, though. He's definitely backing up, and that's going to stack these guys up as fast as they be running. Now the one thing, and they're sniffing blood right now, too. They see blood in the waters at 29. He's starting to slow up to 80 to 87. He'll be like, oh, I got you. I got you. And the 926, he's thinking the same thing. He's right there as well. He's like, oh, this guy's slowing up a bit. I got it. Oh. Battle the race lead. We got Trevor Bash. You're going to take this Joker back. He's like, give me this lead back. Give me that corner. Yeah, it's mine. I got it. He does. He's going to run now. Run, dude, run. He's like, well, it's like when you hit that big dude in the face, you know, and you realize he's a lot better than you and get your butt kicked. You know, yeah, that's kind of that right there. It's kind of like, okay, got to go. The 48's no joke, man. I mean, he won't run you dirty, but he'll run you relentless is what he'll run you. 35 of Hughes Brown showing me some stuff out here. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I really do. Hughes Brown, man, he's put on another great show. Back again into that third position. He's got company. He got big company right now. I mean, but he is putting it down. Going fast, turning left. That's what I'm talking about. It's some good racing right now. Good racing. $35. And the 87, 29, Sean Lauer kind of backing up, a little bit further. Get those tires starting to give up on him, I think. To Steven Johnson now, he's in the one. So now it's going to be for that 29 camp. It's going to be about to hold on. You got to hold on, son. Hold on. Hold on to as many positions as you possibly can. Stay up there in that top 10. So that way, when it does come time for that last stage, that last pit, at least the start of the last pit of 2 here, to start you into that stage 3, you're up as far as you can and still maximize some good points in stage 1. So he gets that stage 1 win, kind of locked that one in there. But let's see what happens. So Johnson, he can go side by side with them now. Again, just these passes are so it is just as difficult to pass. In the cup, looks as it is to the trucks, because the trucks were having difficulties as well. Just that bottom, the guy who's trying to get him on that bottom lane, that bottom run off. He's just not getting that exit that he needs to power by, and I mean it's just there you go. And the outside lane, he's running that middle line, so you can't run him high. You can't run up that middle line a little bit and force him up, because he's already there. You see these guys still drag racing. So look how long this is taking here for Johnson. Still side by side, not giving an inch on this one. Both these guys are going for the gustos, and you have to. I mean, we got some laps left here in tonight's race. Yes, absolutely. But I think the drivers are really understanding just how hard it is to pass out here and how far up you need to be, up in that race lead here. Again, still drag racing, side draft, and trying to pull him back. 29 just putting on a hell of a show, though. Good job, my man. Seriously, I mean, he's a dude. What a fight. What a fight. Not giving up an inch. Hold it off to Steve Johnson. Steve Johnson won the best. Now Zimmerman's caught up, and he's got Garrett Wiles on his bumper. Going to stick right. I'm pretty sure they're going to stick together, I would think, because right now they need to gain on these guys. So right at the moment, you got him polling. Oh, you know what? I knew I would mess something up in this matter, but let's change the tower to get a little more excitement in this thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to be boring with the fast lap and stuff. Now we got it. There we go. Let's look at the duration behind the drivers here. 1.3. So we'll see how far these guys will fall off, or if they will, or when they start gaining. So Hughes Brown in that third position, holding strong. And we got maybe some more about what we do. Yes, yeah, give me some. Carroll trying to move forward again. Why not? Absolutely, third time's charm, Carroll. But he's got a heap in front of him, though. That's 15, 6, top 10 through 14th in front of him, 15th in front of him. So he's in 16th position now. He's got some ground to make up, and we are coming to the end of stage 2. So you need some ground to make up if he's going to be there at the end for this fight. for the fight for the win. But you see, it's just super difficult to get past anybody. And then the times that you do, you can take some contact or whatnot. 32 still in it as well. Good job, Tom. All right. 18th position, rocking and rolling. Got the 08 of Hanley on the outside. But he can try to muster himself up a good finish. Riding with the 18 of Carroll. He's got a good turn underneath. We got a possible 3 wide. We do got 3 wide. All right. Tom's going to take us 3 wide. My man. He does. He's going to take a 2 for actually there. And it seems like that 32 may have a little something for the field right now, as he's going to go ahead and march on forward. It's going to be 3 positions right there in a lap. If he can get past the 08 of TJ Hanley, it's going to move him up into 16th position. So far, we're going to go side by side with these guys. That's going to be the battle. Let's kind of breeze through, as I just don't see anybody on the counter. There we go. 77-83, going to go side by side. This is a battle for 10th position, trying to get inside that top 10. We got Jones and Edwards. Woo! Little loose off. That's going to check them both up. 3 wide. Whoa, dude! That was sick. Oh, that would have been the 30 of Gus Arturo. Man, he got some cojones on him right there. He just sent that thing through. We gotta watch that again. We do. I think we gotta watch it. Well, once it shows it, because that was pretty good. May have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to see this if I can see Arturo. There's a lot going on. So these guys are still now. The 77 is gonna gain back up to the 30. The 77's like, no. Whoa, wait a minute, dude. Oh, here we go. So once this finishes out, I found it. So, yeah, again, these 77 got slowed up against the 83. Now he's going to go toe-to-toe with the 30. The 30's going to kind of look like he overdrove, kind of cooked his entry there. We might see a 3 wide again. Ooh, the 83 of Edwards sideways there. Slideways all kinds. He drove that thing up the track, saved it. He's going to hold on. And here we go. Let's check out this pass, this 3 wide with Gus Arturo. And here we go. I thought that was it. Oh, no, I guess it wasn't. Bummer. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so basically what happens here is that, like I said, these guys get stalled up something fierce, and he just gets himself a good mad run right here and gets around. But, anyways, well, that was a while ago. Anyways, let's get back to the action. Carpenter in the 70. Hey, bud. Welcome to the show, man. Well, he kind of had himself in a minute. We'll go right back to you, Carpenter. Don't worry about it. But we do got some battling with the 4th and 5th positions. And Steve Johnson trying to move his way on up. He's going to go ahead and tackle Raymond Hardina. So we got a cluster. All of this is going to go for 3rd position. Johnson saving some tire. Now everybody's trying to back up right here. These are clusters. Trevor Baxter and Dylan Banks just trying to stay away from all this. We're going to go side by side. This is going to be 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all together with 7th of Sean Lauder just kind of hanging back watching all of this unfold. And he may take this whole crew all in one swoop, as everyone is just stalled up something fierce in that transfer of positions. Holy Jesus. 87 now. You're going to take the outside line. He's slowed up and wound up something fierce. Zimmerman loves it because he just caught that whole pack right there. Yeah, but these guys, they're the ones who loved it the most because they gained a lot on the field, as you can see. 5 seconds back now from the 2 leaders. Wow. Now Zimmerman's caught up here. It's going to be inside that top 10. Let's. We got Carl Lindstrom. Problems in the 83. No! So Lindstrom was loose off too a few laps ago and wanted the same thing. Bit him again, as he's really probably willing that thing. and going backward. Yeah, definitely going the wrong direction. Wow! Oh, it's close! Oh no! Here we go! That's contact! That big crash in! Oh! No yellow flag that kept them pointing the right direction, but we have parts on the track that should be it should be thrown. But for some reason, I have a feeling that it ain't over. We got a few more laps left of stage 2, 11 to be exact. Carl Lindstrom, and now the 32. Whoa, 83 got checked up hard right there. Maybe 83 got to find himself a different line. TJ Hanley, yeah, he's going to bring it into pits, man. Dang it. So he got some serious contact with the 30, Augusta Toro. They're going to try to get this thing fixed, get back out there. There'll be a lap down and just see our leaders kind of going by there. But they'll still have stage 2 and cautions, so they can still get back in this thing for longer that they have a car left, of course, and they're able to do so. But Steve Johnson going to go side by side again with Sean Lauder and Hughes Brown in the 35. Whoa, close to the fence Hughes Brown was. Good recovery, though, and the 29 is going to sit right that pocket. He's going to try to take both these drivers at the same time. He's going to go where they're not, send it outside, try to spool this thing up, try to do something different, see if he'll come out past the 1. He comes up door to door, so he does gain, and he has momentum. He may have found something here on this way outside, going to rip the fence style of line. And knowing that we have 9 laps left remaining in stage 2, got to hold on a little bit longer, maybe gain a couple more positions. Thus far, Steve Johnson now and Sean Lauder, they're going to be the ones with the camera. They got the camera, they got the battle underway one more time. Still side by side for that 5th position. Trying to be in that top 5er. Good inside starting position. If you can get to good pit, all that, absolutely. Rip it out of forward, yeah. Through this little quad oval. Yeah, I love that little Jeep right there. Such a fast maneuvering piece of the track. All right, so far, we may have some more battle happening. Yes, we do. Got Donuts, Michael Rivas in the 00 outside, looking for that pass. Gets past Daniel Best. Tanner Mars, he's still in this fight with Brian Emery in the 96. Gonna be able to make their last adjustments here in just a few. Oh, hold on to it. 926, what a save, man. Yeah, baby. Shoot. So calling you. We'll figure out something for you for sure. Let me double check on our race leaders. Trevor Baxter has sent it now over. Just look up on your tower. Got almost a second and a half over Dylan Banks. Dylan Banks, I believe he is going to pit. Oh no. Okay. Sorry, just blinked out there for a second. So Bankers falling off. Garrett Wiles, and he's trying to hold on to it. This top 3. 926, Garrett, he's doing good. Hughes Brown, doing great, right? Good too. 4th position. Brian Zimmerman kicking some butt out there. Oh, we got Lauder sideways, hitting that apron, getting a piece of that white line. We're gonna go 3 wide with a little touch to the grass. 87 of Raymond Hardina. He's in here for the show, buddy. He's gonna put one on too. Man, kind of racks the bottom there, trying to get a good launch off, straight as we can. Brings it up 2, still can't clear. Gonna go door to door, side draft, send it down through, get yourself a good arc. Just can't power down because that 29's doing. Oh my goodness, that was close. That was hella close on both ends. Woo! I bet you that scared the 87 a bit too. I'm pretty sure he thought he was gonna take a door. These guys are still gonna go side by side. Leader of Baxter. And then Banks. So that's a lap down car that we see. That's gonna be the 30 of Gus Toro maybe racing to get one of his laps back. So maybe, he could possibly have himself that lucky dogger when it comes to the start of stage 3, as we are coming to the end of stage 2. Trevor Baxter leading the way, ripping it right now, and we got the 48. He's doing everything to stay right there. 926 of Garrett. Phenomenal work here as he's got that 3rd position. Hughes Brown, 35, in that 4th. Round out your top 5. Brian, yeah, buddy. Good runs by all these guys. Let's kind of look through our pack. And Carroll finally seeing the light. Whoa! I got it. All right, dude. I'm going to take the camera off. You keep that crap up. All right, dude? Seriously. Every time I get the camera on him, dude, he's sideways or getting hit by somebody. So I'm going to try one lap, but he got it sideways. And now he's kind of woed and slowed up here. But trying to hold on to that top 10 is going to be Mr. Jones here. Oh, Jones in for some more points. In that 77, Matt Jones really trying to shrug off that draft, not let these boys get a run. You got Daniel Best in the 10, lurking in that 11th position, along with Carroll in that 12th position. Got side by side battle with Donuts, Rivas in the 00, and the 32 of Tom. Good job, Tom, making it his way all the way up to 13th position and looking for more as finding some speed in his hot rod this evening. Right on, buddy. We're looking at 13th, and he's up 14 positions. Great job. All right, here we go. Last lap in stage 1. Trevor Baxter leading the way, coming down the backstretch now. And Dylan Banks in the 2nd position. Everybody else looks pretty single-filed out at the moment. No huge battles, but we do have Trevor Baxter going to cross the line and take our stage win.
Caution, yellow flag.
Bam! Trevor Baxter, stage 2 winner. So we have different winners for each stage. Let's see if the tradition continues, or can Trevor back it up for stage 3. All right, let's look over the chatter. See who got them their points. Yeah. Right. Of course, Trevor Baxter, your stage 2 winner. There we go. Trying to get that Rolodex working again. We got to that 2nd position, Dylan Banks in the 48. Okay, Keeter, get somebody. 3rd position, 926, Garrett Wiles. Great run for these boys. Hughes Brown in that 35. Yeah, these guys are everyone doing just good work up here. 28 of Brian Zimmerman moving forward. Steve Johnson in that 6th position. Raymond Hardina, 7th, still holding down in that top 10. Danny Carpenter up 20 positions. Now, sorry, I knew I'd get back to you, my man. I was just working the crystal ball. That's all. But the 70 of Danny Carpenter, welcome to the top 10, and he's got that 8th position. So Sean Lauder holds on to that top 10 and get in that 9th, and the 29. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Daniel Best in the 10 car, so mirroring his efforts this evening. And that will round out your points, your stage 1 or stage 2 points winners. Trevor Baxter gets the stage 2, and we're going to take ourselves a quick break. Be back here in just a moment. Stick with us for the drop of the green flag of tonight's final stage, stage 3, coming up next.
Summer, when we need a hero, look up.
I think I just smurfed my pants.
Please don't stop the music.
In Smurf Village, every day is a party. Every Smurf has a job, like Grouchy.
I hate having a job.
Influencer.
Smash that subscribe button.
And me, the coolest Smurf in the whole village.
Yep, isn't it grand living in a place where nothing ever goes wrong?
Oh no, something's wrong.
Everyone, listen to me. Your lives are in terrible danger. Smurf Village isn't safe anymore.
This July,
Come on, we gotta rescue Papa.
to save their world,
Run away.
they must come to ours.
Whoa, where are we?
It's Paris.
Get out of the way.
Come on.
I'm Papa.
Papa Smurf's brother. You Smurfs don't know Smurf about Smurf.
I can smurf that Smurf up and have it delivered to your house.
That sounds like a load of Smurf.
Hey, stick a Smurf in it.
They will face new villains.
This is the handiwork of the evil wizards Gargamel and his brother Rosamel.
We're going to play a game called Let's Squish a Smurf Till All You Smurfs Are Squashed. That doesn't sound like a fun game.
Team up with new allies.
We're the International Neighborhood Watch Smurfs, Paris Division.
And take adventure.
It's time for you to find out what a Smurf really is.
To a whole new dimension.
What's happening?
Hang on!
That was absolutely terrifying.
I think I swallowed my gum.
Smurfs.
Food delivery for Rosamel the Wizard.
So you can just order any kind of food from anywhere.
Absolutely. Just make sure you tip the driver ahead of time or they'll lick everything.
Kiss, mwah, Cardi, Habibi.
About now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, about now, about now, about now. About Funk Soul Brother.
Oh, yeah, here we go, race fans. Stage 3, about to go green. And we're gone. Stage 3 underway. 48 leading the way. Dylan Banks, great start, great jump. Garrett Wiles, 926. Hughes Brown going to lead him off. Rest of the pack falling close. Very close. Close combat out there. Tight quarter racing. Super fast. Sean Loud in the 29. Showing some good speed. Danny Carpenter now up there in the top 10. 8th position. Everyone's on them 4 fresh feel goods. Has some time to work on their car. We got some stuff. We got it flying right now. So drivers are feeling comfortable. They're feeling racy. Let's see if it's going to transpire to the events on track. And it does seem like it's paying ourselves off. Hughes Brown maybe looking for that race lead for the first time tonight. That 35, he has shown some speed, and he's going to do some juking. There he is. Stop playing peekaboo in his rearview mirror. He throws a 48 to the outside, dips underneath him, a sip and dip and go. And then he's going to drag Trevor Baxter right along with him. The 48, Bates going to fall back to that 3rd position as you ride on board with Garrett Wiles. And he has Hardina and Zimmerman right there on his 6th. Hardina with the fat run on the outside. Whoa, they're clipping some fence on that one. Oh my goodness. This is great racing. I'm sorry, you just can't go wrong with all of this, my man. I'm telling you. Side by side, again, the 87 and 28, not giving an inch, and shouldn't. There's NASCAR. 29 now looking low as we got, again, still Garrett Wiles trying to give us the show. 3 wide behind him. Oh, yeah, the 87 Hardina. He's looking for it. He's going to find it. That run on the outside, 28's going to fold. He's like, nope, nope, nope. I'm going to save my car for the end of this thing. He dips out that 3 wide as we got the 87 of Hardina finding himself some magic on the outside and lots of speed. He's running with or not. He's picking him up one by one. 19.6 now, getting all of that. Oh, he's going to continue to move forward here, working that outside line. Now he's going to dip underneath the 48. He's going to use some tires, get some of that track position, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's using up some tire right now, and he's going to try to get there and be gone. 20 car now taking it to the outside. Oh, we got a caution out. We missed it. Steve Johnson is in the grass. It is not looking pretty back here. It looked like some landscapers, actually, trying to do some work. Oh, no. We got that car all tore up. Man. All right, let's, here we go. Looks like we have Keith Pittman in this one as well. So we've got a bunch of guys. Find out what happened. Okay, we're going to ride along board with the 03 of True Death. Keith Pittman. And he's going to be sitting on the bottom, so maybe loses a nose. No, kind of drifts up a little bit, ever so slightly. Does 32 sees an up and dope, so he's going to go ahead and take him 3 wide. Oh, the 926, or I'm sorry, the 96 gets into the fence. He gets a hold of the 3. 3 is gonna just basically cascade down into the 32. And then, just trigger effect to the 1, nowhere to go. 77 is going to get by. 30 is going to get by. 86 is going to get by. Along with, the 08. 4 is going to take a clip, though. He's going to take a little bit of damage there. So maybe he can get that fixed. But it's going to keep him toward the back of the pack where all this is happening. So, see that clip off the fence from the 96 is what it was in that matter. So we will let's look over Brian Emery. Yep, here we go. Bam. Clip, clip, clip. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, ow! And then from Steve Johnson here, we'll just rewind this one back. Take a ride on board, Johnson. See how fast this happens. Bing, 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 boom! Just like that. Quick, quick, quick. Toast. Ow. But my man, Hughes Brown, still leading the way. The 35 checked out, and he's got himself up there in that P1 still. Yep. Trevor Baxter, second position. Raymond Hardina, third. Under caution. Dang it. That was looking good, though, isn't it? So will there be any strategies here? That's a good thinkings. Oh, no, I think we already missed that. Yeah, we did. So I'm sure that they're not there yet to make it on fuel. I believe it would be a possible stay out here. I don't know. I mean, it's such a, here's where you can get the tires, play superhero, right? Maybe offset your stuff, depending on how many tires you have left. But all right, lights are out, so we're gonna take one more lap around the track, and we're gonna double file these guys up at the same time, and we're gonna let them loose again. Loving it. All right, well, since we do have a quick moment, let's look over the schedule for the 2025 season for Cup. All right, so we are looking way down May 2nd. There it is. Texas Motor Speedway, Kansas Speedway is next. Then we have the All-Star qualifying event in Charlotte. That is going to be awesome. Everybody need to check that thing out, dude. This is going to be so much fun. But look for Kansas next, and then the super awesome qualifying and Charlotte All-Star race. That is, it's going to be sick. We have this whole thing planned out. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, well, we'll keep you posted on that, absolutely. As we are looking over these drivers now. Double filed up, drop kick this pace car. We're going to get back up to speed. All right, Payson, Baxter on the outside, Banks also on the outside. Hardina. It's up to these boys. You can get a good fire off to let so that way this pack doesn't get stalled up. Okay, we're gone. 35 gets a good jump. 20's there of Baxter. These two are gone. Good spacing there. Everybody else seems to be getting it through the gears. 29 going to get to the bottom. 28's going to follow in suit. No, he's going to wrap the outside or maybe get a drive off. Doesn't get that drive off he's looking for, but the 29 does. 29 got a good drive off, and he's going to try to get to the bumper of Garrett. Hughes is trying to check out and get away from these guys. Baxter right there on his bumper, though, not letting him get away. And neither is Hardina. Hardina, man, qualified up in the top 5. He's still holding on to that top 5 and in third position at the moment. Up 1, started 4th. Banks back 3 spots, but still in the hunt, in contention for this race win. Garrett Wiles, he showed some tremendous speed as he is the biggest mover of the race, up 20 positions. So his Q effort's not so good, but what he had for the race, that's what it was all about. He found his way up forward and continued that march. Sean Lauder, he is about 4 positions in that, or now 3 positions, top 5, trying to take that away from Garrett Wiles on the outside. He got side-by-side battle happening right in front of us. We got single file for you see right there in your screen. Leaders are all good, but we got the side-by-side battle happening between Sean Lauder and Garrett Wiles. We got Lauder's, he's worked that Midland real nice, and he's gotten some good arc, good speed out. He's going to try to do a twofer. He sure is. He's going to rocket past the 48 as well. He's going to get the 926. Now he's going to get the 48. He's going to put some heat in these tires, you know, get them mustered up and maybe back it up and cool them off. But just as that happens, so this is what will happen, it will trigger. When they see these guys going side by side behind them, they say, now it's my chance to go ahead and try as well. So since they're racing, that's going to slow them down. That'll give me a chance to get past them. Raymond Hardina did just that, as moves himself into that second position, maybe looking for the lead. Man, Raymond Hardina is fast, dude. He is just out there scooting. You got Scoot and you got Swoot. Dylan Beck's doing a little swooting right now in that 5th position. Maybe trying to save some tire, but I think he's backing up ever so slightly. You got Wiles now all on his butt and trying to, you know, really shake him up a little bit. And now the 28 is Zimmerman. Those guys got stalled up, checked up there. Oh, we got a little loose off and loose low by in went low. That'd be the 87 of Hardina. Now that's a bad sign if he's already starting to get snappy loose out of 2. And you know, like I said, you know, he came to a really fast run up to the front, and so that could be, you know, might be sparking them temps on them tires, and that could be playing its ugly dividends later on in this run. But right now, he's letting it all hang out. He's letting her eat. Raymond Hardina moving in on the race lead. Hughes Brown, though, putting on one stellar performance in tonight's race. Leonard, wow, yeah, they're going to get back into that throw. That's easy. Let her roll, baby. Let her roll. Let's see here. Got so a little burp and then a full-ish throttle style of a thing through 3 and 4. And then listen to the difference in 1 and 2. Riding on board, Raymond Hardina. Wow. And he's gaining on him in 1 and 2. He's got that thing figured out. Maybe look for the run. We'll see. He's got a gap behind him. Good time to do so. Get that race lead if you can. He has really gained on them, put some pressure on the race leader. Wiggles, loose out of 35, contact. They're sideways. Sideways for the lead. 87 underneath the 35. 35, they hold it straight. They're still going to drag race across the line. That's Bumpin's racing right there. Little bump and run. They better run. 87 got a little low there. Saw him step out ever so slightly. That's going to slow his momentum up. So look how much Trevor Baxter and Sean Lauder have caught them. Raymond Hardina trying to go for the clear. He does. Gets clear on the bottom. Moves it up. Brown's seen these guys are coming too, so he's like, dude, we better sort this out, get this sortie done quick, because we got a lot of company barreling down on us, and it's some fast cats and some good hot rods out there barreling down. As you see now, there comes the 20 of Trevor Baxter, playing patience with those tires and utilizing the tire wear. That is the biggest deal in itself. Yeah. 20 car. Trying to get there. He is. He's on a mission. Getting to that second position now, past Hughes Brown in the 35. On board, Trevor Baxter. Looking back, seeing what kind of run they have. They do. Oh, he's getting faster right now, taking it to the outside. Whoa, contact there. Whoa, boy, that's scooting around, dude. 35 of Hughes Brown, dude. He was sideways. Banks was there. We got Sean Lauder up in this picture. Raymond Hardina. What a cluster of fast drivers. Everyone trying to get her done. 48 of Banks. Now moving himself into that second position. Gets underneath Hughes Brown. Hughes, though, he's holding, dude. He is holding. He is not falling off. But you got some guys who've been up here already and have led some laps. Now, getting up to his bumper. So great job on Hughes Brown and Sean Lauder. Whoa! Oh, stepped out. 3 wide, maybe? I would have blocked the outside line. But here comes the 926 of Garrett. Garrett's trying to get that run. And you see Hughes is just struggling right now. He is struggling on exit. Can't get that power to get dropped down. He's got that right rear heated up. And where in the heck did this dude come from? What the hell? Chris Carroll. Up to 5th position. Man, were you just in like 5,000 wrecks earlier? I mean, come on. You got to take it out like twice. And now he's up in the 5th position. Great run, Chris Carroll. Didn't think I was going to see him up in his top 5, even remotely close to contention for this race win. And there he is. Go figure. Daniel Best, same thing. Saw him struggling a little bit earlier. Must have made some decent adjustments as now he's riding in that top 10. 87, Raymond Hardina. He definitely probably spiked him hot, dude. Something fierce is what he did. And now he is falling back. You see him, he was up there racing for the race lead. He jammed through the field, tried to get there, but now he can't put the power down either. See that thing just all kinds slideways out. Now everyone's gonna try to march underneath him. You got the 35. He's falling back. These boys obviously pushed their tires a little too hard. Ooh, slaps the fence there. Daniel Best does in the 10. We got some guys a little kicked out sideways back here in the back here. That's gonna be a 30 of Gus Toro. Seen him in some contact earlier. Jones trying to hold on. He's in that 16th position. Donuts and Michael Reeve. Steve Johnson. Oh, lap down, but he is the first car lap down, so he's looking to try to get back in this one. Brian Emery and Tom's out. And yeah, so we got a bunch of guys that already folded. Okay. Bummer. But right now we have Trevor Baxter leading the way. Dylan Banks in that 2nd position. Sean Lauder in the 3rd. Garrett Wiles 4th. Chris Carroll round out your top 5ers. Kyle Wellman's trying to play a little catch up here. He's back 3 positions since the start of this race and trying to move forward. But got some ground to make up on the leaders. Almost a little over 2 seconds as you got Brian Zimmerman barreling down on him. Same with Best, Carpenter, and Hardina. Hardina's going to go. They're going to go side by side. Hardina's going to get past him. So maybe Hardina's backed up his. Ooh, we got contact there a little bit between the 70 of Carpenter and Paul De Niro. Oh no! Hold on to it. Great job, 55. Hella good job. He was all up in the grass trying to pull an Earnhardt of some sorts. It regains that thing, keeps it pointing in the right direction, and the boys were able to get around him. Phenomenal work there. Jones and Lindstrom still in the fight and in the hunt in that 13th and 14th positions. Trying to gain in on a few more spots. Every spot counts. As we got Gus Toro, he's looking pretty hot, pretty fast, trying to get through the field. As you see, Raymond Hardina now back to 11th position, so he's lost a lot of spots with that hot, fast run. Same thing with Hughes Brown. Both these guys falling back fast. Going to be looking for that pit stop. Again, trying to make it here. And I believe it was a 55 to 65 lap run on tonight's fuel, even though I don't think we haven't quite seen that opportunity and ability yet. But here's now Banks. He's barreling in on. Oh, he is. He's all over the bumper of Trevor. He's going to go to the outside. Drag race. Through the center. 48's going to have that momentum out. Ooh, close side drop, pulling back. Oh, man. Don't know. So normally this is where that Midland line is gonna prevail. Whoa. 20 though, still trying to get it hooked up on the bottom. Does. Slides up nicely to the door of the 45. 45 is gonna drive it down on his door, trying to pull him back so that way he can get that drive off. Can't get that drive off. We're gonna go still side by side for the lead. This is awesome. 20 car, Trevor Baxter. These guys are just going to continue. They got room behind them, so we got plenty of time to do so. It's just about how much tire you're gonna use up through this this endeavor, through this squabble, if you will. I mean that's exactly what Garrett wants to see, and so does Sean. Garrett and Sean both want to. Oh no, they're going to go side by side. Go figure. Oh no, that's going to be Carroll. I'm sorry, Carroll and Louder. They're going to go side by side. This is going to be for that 4th position. Carroll knows that he needs to go. He needs to make up some ground here. First time that he's been up this far. Trevor Baxter still side by side with the 48. Now he's going to inch past him. Will he clear? Oh, barely. Yes, he does. Clears, but the 48 might cross him over. 20 is going to block him. He's going to stuff it. And now he's going to take the lead. 20 car, Trevor Baxter takes that lead out of that tango. The 48 of Banks, though, is not giving up as we have, oh no, car sideways. Caution out, Hughes Brown's around. Oh, wow. All right, let's see what went down in this matter. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. The 42 just sends her in and runs over. Yeah. So let's see if maybe we've got loose. We'll see here. Let's ride on the nose of. Oh yeah, he's sideways loose. Okay. Oh wait, that was beforehand. So on. Wind that back. Here we go. Okay, so he was loose out. He was already stalled up. I don't know what that was all about though, knowing that he was already stalled up. That's just a way to damage and send yourself sideways, and ouch. Ow, man. So lose a position there, but yeah, that's just, he sent the sailing in. Maybe he was expecting him to slide up or something, and he didn't. He hooked and hooked it up. But man, Trevor Baxter leading the way, and I'm sure that all of these guys are going to get themselves some 4 fresh field goods. Yep, everyone's coming into pit lane. 4 freshens. And I believe we can make it from here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a quick break. Be back here in just a moment. Got the shootout coming up next.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
And if you don't love me now, we'll never.
My rook is a phenomenal talent, but he's young. You plus him, boom, I got a team.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
There's this new guy. He's old. He's such a prick. He's quick, though.
If you had any constructive criticism for each other, what would it be?
Don't be such an ass dickhead. That was constructive.
Wow.
Did you win something? There's 20 other drivers still out on that track. Do you think any of them respect us?
They're saying Sonny Hayes isn't a has-been. He's a never was.
If the last thing I do is drive that car, I will take that life, man. 1,000 times.
I'm offering you an open seat in Formula One. The only place you could say, if you win, you are the absolute best in the world.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Stage 3, we are in it at Texas with Front Row Esports, and I'm Chris Paul Hamas, your lunatic in the booth. We got FRB 5 from 805, and we are going to do a little something fun. So we're going to take a ride with Danny Carpenter on this restart. So everybody hold on. Let's see what kind of ride he can give us. On board, Danny Carpenter.
Green flag, green flag.
Woo! So he's in 9th position at the moment. So he's kind of buried in this field, trying to get up to speed. Got a good run. Nice job. He's going to fall right behind the 30 car of Gus there. And continue on. Oh, big fight be happening right there with the 83. Here comes 83 of Carl Lindstrom. Lindstrom working the outside. All the leaders single file, except for Sean Lauder in the 29. He's gonna crank up the volume here and see if he can try to move up some positions. Now in 7th position, Raymond Hardina in the 87 saw that burn off of tires. Maybe he's gonna adjust his ploy to the finish of this race. As we have Zimmerman in the 28. Carroll now in 4th position. He is now the closest that he's been all night to the lead. Let's see what he's going to be able to do with it. Up there with the fastest so far, Garrett Wells has proven to be class of the field tonight, along with Dylan Banks and Trevor Baxter. These guys have remained in the top 3 throughout the evening. Top 5, sorry. But Carroll now moving up into 4th, up 19 positions. But what else? Oh, yeah. Hardina and Sean Lauder. Both these cats have, sideways right here. A little bit of contact. And Hardina's around.
Caution, yellow flag.
Caution is out. We've seen it. Got to unfold right in front of us. Hardina hard into the outside wall. Ouch. Now, this could have been some Rubbins Racings here. We'll see. Oh, there's a shot. And he gets, what a hit. That was a hard hit, dude. Oh, that was a hard hit. So let's, so he's going to need his backup car out the holler. Faux show. Slow it down. And let's get over to the 29 of Sean Lauder. Let's get on board with him. Actually, let's speed it up now. Here we go. Oh, wicked. So I don't know, maybe the 87 just got off the throttle a little bit sooner than expected for Sean, because it didn't seem like he was trying to sit it in there any harder than, but I don't know, but I do know one thing, that 87 got a little PO'd. Yeah, absolutely. As we can take him for a ride one more time. And this is a wicked one. All right, he's a company. Boom. Whoa, dude. Oh, like he almost had it, then it just juked on him. It said, nope, you're toast, son. Ouch. Already hit. So tires, fuel, maybe? I don't know. Well, everyone came in, so that definitely means they can make it from here. So let's show this tower. So I believe we are right. 55 to 65 laps. So that means everybody can make it from here. If that gives us 60 laps, make it with maybe a little bit of fuel left for the burnout. So we can all make it from here. It looks like we were possibly on with our fuel mileage this evening. Now these guys take tires. That's always a good call, right? I mean, see if we can pull up some of these schematics here and stop. Stint length. There we go. Yeah, so we haven't seen it. So that was the pretty much longest run right there. 55 laps here. That must have been at the end. Yep. So yeah, we can make it from here. 60. Oh, yeah. So I see 55 laps is the longest I've seen run right now. All right. Oop. Where were you at? There you are. Okay, so we're gonna try to get these guys spooled up one more time here as another caution out on field. Big contact though to that wall, 87, and let's check in on that 87. Oh yeah, he definitely had that spare car in a hauler because that thing was toast. Okay, so we're doubled up, double McGum, and lights are out. So we're gonna get ready to go back green once again. In case you're tuning in a little late, here's what the boys had ahead of them. All right. So, maybe not. Oh yeah, it's a format. So yeah, so open setup, one fast repair. That's kind of what these boys have been trying to play with this evening, and your sets of tires. So this does look like we had a 55 to 60 lap pit window. Okay, we're gonna try to fire them off one more time. Dylan Banks with the race lead. Garrett Wiles on the outside. Here we go. Okay, good start by the 48 and 18. 18's gonna go and slide right into that second position. That's exactly what he was looking for. Carroll trying to get himself another win. He won last week's race at Talladega. See if he can go for two in a row. That would be because again he's a little late to the jump here. That was his first win of the season. Normally he has a few more by then, or by now I mean. But the 48 backing up, you may see that the tempo a little too hot for his liking for this long 60 lap run left yet ahead of us. But a lot of these guys are going to try to move forward along with the Ryan Zimmerman 28 looking outside. Trevor Baxter 5th position. Lindstrom now in 6th position. This is a great time, I think, to holler out the Lindstrom family. Carl Lindstrom, 83. Oh, he's in the wall! Just as a hero, bringing him up. And now he's losing momentum. He's in the cluster, you know what. So wanted to throw a shout out to the fam. Thank you so much for all the support and tuning in. And whoa, you're out the groove. Go too high, stay in the groove. Yeah, he's getting done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off the broadcaster's jinx here and let him get back to racing. 77 now. He's looking a little feisty. Uh-oh. Watch out now. Watch out. We've got the 77, Matt Jones, All Kinds Company. He is in that 8th position, trying to hold strong, get them points. Whoa. Everything's starting to stack up, trying to give them room, give as much room as needed. Oh, gives a 30 of Gus. Gus rolling around the outside. But he's getting checked up now. The 83 is going to come down in front of the 77. 83 gets some contact. What the? Holy man. This is great. This is great. Oh, no. 926. I think he just took one. Oh, he took one to the fence is what he did. All these guys, everyone. Oh, you got Banks now. He's under attack by Gus and Toro. The Toro's now on the outside trying to get that sixth position. Trying to get fifth from, I'm sorry, Trevor Baxter. I don't know what happened to Banks. Banks just got swallowed up there. I guess these guys are going for it. They got the tires. They got the speed. They're gonna go. They're gonna run with it. Garrett now, your race leader. Garrett Wiles leading the way. Chris Carroll in that second position. Great job to Garrett. He's been running a fast pace throughout tonight. Finally getting his way up to the front. I believe his first time racing or leading this evening. Chris Carroll trying to sit right on his bumper with Brian Zimmerman right there with him as well. Brian Zimmerman looking super fast this evening. We got a dog fight between the 20 and 30. 30 on the outside, 20 on the bottom. But they got nothing but company just pounding on their back door. With Raymond Hardina, Hughes Brown, Matt Jones, Steve Johnson now back into the fight, got his lap back. Good job, Steven Johnson. And that's Johnson Aviation trying to get some work done as he's a little behind the 8-ball here. 10th position, now trying to move forward, finding himself on the bumper of the 77 of Matt Jones. Jones holding himself a good fight, a good line, but he is surrounded. Boom, a little bump to the 77, gives him a little shot into the center. 77 is going to be able to hold this thing, does, but it's going to slow his rotation and his exit out. 77 is going to get on one's going to get on the 77's bumper and give him a shove all the way down the back stretch, saying, "It's time to go, bud. We got to go." Gus Otoro, he's trying to make a run on it, and so is the 87. 87 trying to make a run. Paul De Niro, the 55, for this he's been up into this field, but he's gotten up here, but he's kind of got stalled out at that top 5. Now he's finding himself in 4th position behind Brian Zimmerman, but a heap of a fight happening right back here between the 77, 20 of Trevor Baxter, Hughes Brown in the 35. Gus is starting to maybe back up into this mess. This is really going to spice things up in this center group right here. You got Daniel Best, Carl Lindstrom. They're going to go side by side here. Second Donuts here. Michael Rivas in the 00. Going real fast and making some good time. Hunter Bogdan, everyone fighting. 70 of Danny Carpenter. Kind of fell off, but still trudging. TJ Henley, lap down. BK Emery, lap down. Great job for these guys sticking in the fight, not giving up. Garrett's still leading the way. Carroll's fell off ever so slightly. Brian Zimmerman in the 28, same. These guys are trying to gap, kind of space their gapping on back, which, got a couple of different ways of doing this. So reason for gapping is to get more air on the nose so you can turn easier and not wear them tires out as much. And here we go. Fight is on between the 29 and 42. 42 outside. 29 trying to move forward. He led a lot of tonight's race. Qualified up front. And now he's finding himself mired in traffic, trying to work his way back up into at least the top 10 and make some further advancements from there. 77's under attack by Dylan Banks. Dylan Banks drifted all the way back to the 12th position. I think it's some of the furthest back I've seen him drift. I've seen him, fall back a bit because of the, saving tires, but not that much. So this is where that saving tires or trying to save your tires will work against you, because you're going to use all that rubber to get back past these guys. And passing is so difficult here. I mean, honestly, it's difficult anywhere you go, depending on the talent of the field. And lo and behold, we got a pretty high talent count here. So we go side by side again, 29 and 42. They're not going to give it up. One likes where he's at. Baxter is right in front of these two cats, which I'm sure, again, you got to size everybody up. Here goes the one. One sees the opportunity. He's going to get underneath the 55, try to make quick and short work of him, so that way he doesn't get backed up to that pack behind him, and he keeps that forward progress. Again, offense. This is what this track's all about. You gotta keep those keep the momentum up, right? So that means you got to keep attacking all the time, because we've seen already in tonight's race how, like, I believe it was a 55 actually, who got stalled up, lost 3 positions, and then ended up overdriving and overcooking his entry, plowed up and got to have some contact. Here we go, 3 wide. 42, 29, yeah, baby. Woo! That was fun. These two still side by side. Garrett's still leading the race, but this is where the action's at, so we're going to try to keep her here. 42 still. Likes that Midland and gets that run off. Finally now, the 29 is going to yield to the pass and allow these guys to get lined back up. See if Matt Jones can try to catch these guys as Garrett Wiles leading the way. Carroll starting to reel him in. And look at this, Hardina. All right, so he backed up something fierce, right? And now look at him, back in the 3rd position. So working that tire wear is crucial, but it's also getting back through traffic is going to be the other side of that coin. And it looks like Hardina has done so, but now we have other guys doing the same. So here's Gus Arturo, and the 28 is Zimmerman, the 35 of Hughes. These guys are all locked up into a tight battle here. Nowhere really to go. Can't really get the line and the arc in they're looking for. It's just bringing more and more cars back up to him. The 48's bringing his run back again. Here comes Trevor Baxter. But again, these guys, it's just a cluster, right here. So it's kind of hard to get past. You can't hit that line, can't get that speed. Just checking up. And everybody else behind them is gathering and gaining. And so they lose their run. And then guess what? Here comes Matt Jones, Paul De Niro, all of these guys. They're going to catch up to this. And then this is going to it's going to be real. Then it's going to get real. When the rest of this group back there gets to this front group right here, and that's what's going to happen. These guys keep running side by side like they're doing, and that's just, they're rolling and slowing themselves up. But right now, new leader, Raymond Hardina. And so Garrett Wiles relinquishes the lead, and let's get over to it where we missed that whole transfer and traded positions. Here we go. All right, here goes Raymond Hardina for the pass for the race lead. So he's going to do a twofer. Oh my goodness, the 926 super sideways. He's going to get, Carroll's going to go into the lead. And then now, I believe he may have scratched some fence right there. So this is a replay action for the pass of the race lead. Hardina gets past the 926. He steps out something fierce out of 2. Now, the 87 is going to rocket underneath the 18. And there you go. There's the pass for your race lead. New leader, Raymond Hardina in the 87. And trying to excel. But Carroll's just maintaining. He's got his second spot. He's stoked right now. He's going to manage his tire run. And hopefully he'll be there at the end. We got 40 laps left remaining in tonight's race. So plenty of time to get there. But in the same note and the same breath, the clock is running out. 28 is Zimmerman, Lauder, Johnson, Otero, Best, Jones, and Wellman going to go door to door with Jones. This is going to be fun. Riding on board with the, sideways out. Checked up big time, everybody. Yeah, so 77 is going to get underneath him there. Great job squeaking his way by. 42 sideways off, and he's going to leave himself a good amount of positions. Oh! Whoa, 3 wide. That was the 08, I believe. Yes, of TJ Hanley. He's that lucky dog. He's looking for that lucky dog at least. Still locked down. So he's just trying to maintain and not be in the wreck, but hope for a wreck. Carpenter trying to hold on. Yep, and Bogdan. Lindstrom. This is a great fight right here. It just continues. Jones gets past these guys. 12th position, Best and Augusta Toro. This is your top 10. Whoa! These guys are really starting to feel the tire wear, buddies. Absolutely. 100%. This guy isn't, though. He's checking out. Here comes Trevor Baxter. Trevor Baxter and Dylan Banks. So these guys did sit back and enjoyed the show, made their way back through the field, and is now in the second and third positions looking to run down Raymond Hardina. And I'm sure he's looking in his rearview mirror and seeing those two hot rods barreling down on him. So we have someone in pits now, Paul De Niro. Paul De Niro's going to go ahead and get himself a stop, get himself tires and fuel. So I don't know, maybe he couldn't make it. Now that's going to be the question. Is this going to be a fuel race, or can everybody make it? Or do we still have another pit to be had? Another green flag stop to be had. Battle's heating up for the lead. Trevor Baxter. He is on the bumper of the 67. 67 cannot plant the power on exit. Loose off, loose off, loose off. Whoa, loose off. Yeah, baby. Yeah, he held on to it. Good job. We've seen a lot of loose off, too. And here comes a 48 with that little checkup there. He wants to get that clean air because now he knows who the battle's going to be between. It's going to be between his buddy, Trevor Baxter. 48 and 20, going back at it again. Baxter leading the way. Banks strong on his bumper. Keeping the pressure on and loose off again. Hardina just can't keep up. Here comes Carroll, third position. Trying to fight him off. Oh, closing ratio. 87's burnt these things up. Something fair. Yep. 35 of Hughes Brown. He's at a better tire run than what he did in stage 2. I believe, at least stage 2. But anyways, well, he burnt him off once, and when he was doing some leading, he's got to manage that program now, and he's finding himself hovering in that top 5. Great run for him. Chris Carroll going to try to take that from him. Does. Ooh, outs. Carroll and Hughes Brown. So now, sorry, that was Hardina. Hardina and the 87. Those two cars look similar. So Brown and Chris Carroll get past Garrett Wiles. Or I'm sorry, get past Raymond Hardina. The 86 that he's backing up. And now some of these guys are going to be trying to move back forward. So this is the balance of the game here on in all racing. It's, you know, tire management. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Carroll falling off. I'm not sure what. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have pit stops. Carroll in, so we cannot make it from here. So we still have another pit to be had. So maybe these guys are going to split the stage, or the last portion of the stage. Yes, we are. So we have pit stops underway, green flag stops. How much longer can Baxter and Dillon stay out, and who else will be short stopping and short pitting? Got Wellman. Wellman's going to short stop it and pit it. He's going to bring it in. All right, so green flag stops. Yes. Love it. Everyone's lined up tough right now. Johnson's looking for a pass on the 29 of Lauder. So, you know, it's going to be maybe some things can happen here if these guys can flip it up enough on their stage here, or their tire strategies. Get them fast tires, set a race pace, have enough in front of the leaders to hold them off by the time they come and get their tires. But the 72 the 20 and 48 still remaining out on the track. Johnson and Gus Turtle, they're going to tango it back and forth here. Same with, so that's Carroll. He's going to be lapped down, of course, but gonna try to again, change up his strategies, utilize a different strategy, get off this guy's page, and maybe find something that they haven't found yet. Maybe it's because at the end of the day, it's all time on track. That's what this race is all about, time on track. Now we have more pit takers. Yep, Jones and Johnson, both in. So we'll look for Johnson on his pit stop. So both these guys are close together. So we're definitely going to take 4 tires here. I'm sure of it. Got 4 tires on the boat. So green flag pit stops have commenced. And some of these guys are going to try to undercut it. Do a little hop, skip, and a jump. Whoa! Sideways. Will a caution come out before the round of green flag stops is finished, though? That is the Russian roulette, or the NASCAR roulette. Sorry, there we go. NASCAR roulette. As we have more cars pitting, Hughes Brown in the 35. Going to relinquish his top 5 run, and coming on to get his 4 Fresh Feel Goods final pit of this evening. Trevor Baxter and Dylan Banks staying out. Gonna take another lap around. Baxter just has his car on a rail right now. Man, I got this thing a singing, he says. Good roll through center. Launch out. Plenty of bite. Wow. We're going to have to do the math and see what the total win count is for Baxter and Banks here. But if with this kind of a run and with this win, Baxter, we may have a new points leader. We may have. It's all about stage points and how it all tallies at the end, but it's going to be close. And Baxter's definitely nipping away at that points lead for sure. So we're looking for more cars to bring them on in. As right now, everything on the track has mellowed out tremendously. Gapped themselves out. We have different strategies that are underway at the moment between cars pitting 3 wide. Whoa, buddy. You're going to be seeing some of that too. Because you have slow cars and fast cars, and their closing ratios are going to be, there's going to be a huge difference in that closing ratio. All right, picking them up and putting them down. 20 laps left remaining in tonight's race. We're going to go ahead and spin ourselves a quick caution, take ourselves a short break, and be back here for the finish of tonight's race.
There's something wrong.
Avengers are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
Dispatch, already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
Woo! Welcome back, and the stuff is hitting the fan right now. Wow! So the strategies are playing themselves out in hardcore fashion. No joke. We got cars. We got drivers in here looking like superheroes, flying through the field, having themselves just a run of their lives right now, trying to make every last ditch effort to gain positions here. As that's what it's all about, time on track, and that's what they're racing. That's what everybody is fighting for, is that time on track. As tires make a huge difference when you're running a second or two faster. Wow, but we've seen a lot of that cluster. What's happening as they got across to their slow cars, and now just trying to hold on to it. Will we see this thing green all the way through to the end? I'm excited. I think so. I really do. Which is going to play into some hands and not into others. But we still have Trevor Baxter and Dylan Banks, I believe, are still out, on their race, trying to hit their race pace. Maybe trying to make it. I'm not sure, but we got Johnson just trying to get himself a lap back the hard way, as he's going to go head-to-head with our race leader, which is right there. So he's going to get his lap back the hard way and see where this throws him out there on field. And getting 13 laps left remaining. Can these guys make it all the way to the end? Are they doing some fuel run right now? Let's take a ride on board with our race leader. See if he's trying to milk it. No. I mean, no one of those guys may, try to, kick it out of gear, roll a little slower, but they're on their run, working their tire schedules, and trying to send it to the end. 12 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Can they make it all the way? That's gonna be here. Brian Zimmerman, Danny Carpenter could go side by side. This is gonna be fourth position for that fourth position. This is top 5. Carpenter looking pretty strong, and then that 70 machine. Hot Rod did something fierce right past him. Look at Sean Lauder and Daniel Best. This is going to be for that 6th and 7th positions. And I believe, oh no, sorry, I just wanted to double check on something. I thought maybe somebody was pitting. So Daniel Best and Sean Lauder, 6th and 7th positions. Maybe closest battle to be had. Carl Linson's trying to play catch up, but he is inside the top 10. Good for points, buddy. Good job, Carl. Gus Toro, same thing. Raymond Hardina, great way to come back and bring back that inside the top 10 with 10 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Carroll in 11th position, and he's bringing it in on the 08, which he is a lap down, TJ Hanley, but still sticking tough in tonight's race. Great job, TJ. TJ mashing it out right now. Lap down, but he still has hammer down. You know? Right on, brother. All right, Trevor Baxter lead the way by a good 2 seconds now over Dylan Banks in that 48. Oh, Cake Eater. Cake's almost there. Can't quite get that perfect temp at the end to get her. But Cake Eater trying to get some. Yeah, Garrett Wiles, same thing. Carpenter now, I think maybe moving up a little further in time on track, getting closer to Trevor Baxter, Dylan Banks, and Garrett Wiles. But this may be the battle right here. Could be. Oh no! Oh yeah, no. So that's our race lead. Trevor Baxter. That's going to be a lap down car. That's right. 35. He's done some great work tonight. Or 87. Both of those guys. Kind of scrolling through our field. Everything gets separated pretty good. So I mean, unless somebody dumps it, loses it, we may see this thing green to the end. Heck yeah! Stoked, dude. 87 Paul Bogdan. I mean, again, I know it may be a little bit not the most exciting of all finishes, but I think it's fantastic for the drivers. I really do. A run like this is what it's all about. This shows your consistency. It shows you nailing your pit stops. You're in and out. You're showing off it shows off your entire program, and it shows the abilities that you have out there on track. Instead of cautions sucking up the field, it shows who has their stuff together and who don't. And right now, Baxter and Banks, but definitely Baxter. Baxter has his stuff together. Banks too. Don't get me wrong. You're in second position. I'm all here. Got to set the guy here with. Now he's doing good. There he is. Garrett too. All the Garrett though, biggest mover, 22 positions. Nope, sorry. Carpenter is. Carpenter's now your biggest mover. 24 positions for this cat, dude. Good job, Carpenter. Sure. That's 70 machine. And I felt bad because I didn't give him, didn't give him a little bit of highlight earlier or whatnot. Didn't get back to him. And look what happens. He's like, well, fine, dude. If you're not gonna come to me, I'm gonna come to you. And he did. He came up to the front and said, hey, what's up, dog? I'm right here. We're good. But I don't know. Maybe that restart on Carpenter and that 70 maybe helped boost him up a little bit. Well, I don't know. But we got to throw it down to the bottom of the 86 of Hunter Bogdan. Lap downer, but still managing out that 16th position. Paul De Niro lap down. Matt Jones. You see a lot of these guys. Johnson got his lap back, but he's going to have to race all the way back around to the race leaders. And I just don't know if they got that kind of time. They don't, or kind of distance. As we got 3 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Woo! Almost done. Gonna cruise it. Will these guys run out of field? That's gonna be the only other question. But these guys they have made it all the way. Some of these other cars could not make it, and looks like they had to do the whole pit in and lost their positions. But some got back on the lead lap. Gonna have a strong finish for a lot of them. But right now, Trevor Baxter, class of the field, gonna take us 2 to go. 2 more laps around this awesome speedway. Love Texas. Always puts on a heck of a show, and it did tonight. Did not disappoint one little bit. Baxter leading the way. Banks right there in that second position. Garrett Wiles going to get that third if he can just hold it on. Oh, wait, maybe not. Carpenter is all over his bumper. Get him, dude! Get him! Carpenter wants that freaking... He wants that podium. He does. He gets past him. Move Carpenter in that third position. Heck yeah, dog. Look at him go. Oh, that's great work. Final lap. Trevor Baxter making his last run around Texas Motor Speedway for Front Row Esports for this 2025 season. And he's going to do it in style down the backstretch, leading the field by almost 4 seconds, doing the checkout, different area code, all of that, right? Set and sell, you name it. He did it. And he's done it. Coming across checkered flag, Trevor Baxter, the 20, is your race winner. Coming in second, going to be the 48 of Dylan Banks. And Denny Carpenter is going to bring her home podium. Third position in for that 70 car. Coming across the line, followed closely by Garrett Wiles in the 926. And rounding out your top 5, Brian Zimmerman. Good job. But all hats off for the 20 car of Trevor Baxter. Great job, my man. Heck yeah. That's Kale's Peaches. And I'm sure I'm sure you're gonna burn him down. Yeah, why not? Why not? Right? Yeah, buddy. But what a good run. Great race for everybody. Super stoked. There's your winner. That's your second place. Going to be 48 of Dylan Banks. And then rounding out your top 3, that is going to be Danny Carpenter in the 70. Great run for Danny Carpenter. Super stoked, dude. What about that, huh? And look at this, dude. Yeah, get some. Trevor Baxter, your race winner. As he burns him down. Let's crank it up a little bit. You! Yeah! Oh, it's a beauty. That's smoke screen right there. It's like you're like right down the Etch-a-Sketch. That's fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and check over our final race results as we get this thing back going again here in 1 second, as I'm just kind of gonna navigate through my systems, wherever they went to. There we go. All right. There we go. 1 second, my bad. I don't know why it's doing this. Ah, there we go. All right. Oops. And then we got Trevor Baxter. There you go. There's your race winner. And Joe. It's lagging today. What can I say? All right, let's back this up. We can go through it. Trevor Baxter, your race winner. Coming in that second position, going to be Dylan Banks in the 48. Danny Carpenter in the 70. Gets her done in that third position. Podium. Great run for him. Garrett Wiles, 926. Showed some speed all day. Both those cats are your biggest movers. 25 positions for Danny Carpenter and Garrett Wiles, 21 positions. Great run for both those guys. Brian Zimmerman up 10 positions, rounding out your top 5. Good run for the 28 team, 28 camp. We got the 10 car of Daniel Best, 6th position. 18 of Chris Carroll, gonna get that 7th. 8th is going to be 83 of Carl Lindstrom. 9th going to go Sean Lauder in the 29. Rounding out your top 10 is going to be Steve Johnson in the 1 car. Hughes Brown, great run for him. Good finish, but finished at 11th position. Raymond Hardina, same 12th position in that 87. 77 of Matt Jones in that 13th position. 14th going to be Paul De Niro in the 14th position, that 55. 15th position is the 30 of Gus Toro. 16th is going to be the 86 of Hunter Bogdan. Michael Reeves in the 00 Donuts machine in that 17th position. TJ Hanley in the 08 in that 18th position. Brian K. Emery in the 96. 19th. Kyle Wellman is your 20th position there in the 42. 32 of Tom in the 21st position. 22nd, Tanner Marr. 23rd will be Keith Pittman in the 03. The Richard Jackson in the 53 is going to be in that 24th position. Mark Miller, 25th. Larry Bell in the 26th position. Matt Metler in the 79. He's in the 27th and 28th. Rounding out your field is going to be Ronnie Morrison, one of the starting parkers. But Trevor Baxter, your race winner. Let's get us over to post-race show. Talk to ourselves a winner. Give me a moment here, everyone, while I'm getting my stuff squared away, getting our race winner up in here, Trevor Baxter. Just give us a second. That's right, I gotta do all this. There it is. All right, give us 1 moment here as we're bringing up Trevor Baxter, your race winner. Trevor Baxter, you got Chris Paul Hyman's here in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir, Chris. What's going on, man? Man, what a hell of a run tonight, dude. That was super fun, dude. You guys killed it tonight. Green flag run. How about those savings of tires? I thought when you guys were falling back, I'm like, there's no way they're gonna have enough time, enough tire to get back through that field, and you guys proved me all wrong. Man, how was it out there?
Yeah, it's tough. Definitely one of those tracks you can push and you have a lot of speed, but as you saw, tire wear and tire management was the key factor to win tonight. So did a lot of A-opens, watched a lot of guys, let the fast guys go.
All right.
Or the guys that are going fast go, and just maintain those tires, stay to the bottom. Somebody wants to go fight you for the position, push them to the outside, make them run the outside hard, and then they might get around you, but they're going to fall off in 2 or 3 laps. So just maintaining those lines and sitting there and being patient. That's key to get it done.
And he did, though, man. Patience was a virtue out there that I seen tonight, and also because of how long it took to pass a car, dude, to make one pass at times. You guys were battling back and forth, you and the 48, side by side for that race lead for how many laps? 5, 10 laps? I don't know. But how was that, man?
Man, it's fun. Me and Dylan's been racing all week. He beat me pretty bad the other night. I tried to follow him, and I just got so loose I wrecked in the open.
Oh, wow.
And kind of learned from that. I was like, either lead the race or back off if I get behind him. And we were able to make a pass and get in front of him. And the last run was crazy, dude. I mean, there was, you saw it, 7 to 10 cars went around both of us, and we just sat there and waited, and it paid off in the end. 9-10 seconds on the main pack. So, tire management.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
I just said tire management is definitely the key to it.
So I've seen tire management, but then I also seen a bunch of drivers having to pit in that last round. You guys were good on fuel, right? What was your fuel? What was the fuel econ for this evening? See how close that was.
So I wasn't worried about fuel. So we ran a league race last night, and we had 65 laps, and I led all the way up till the last corner and got beat on fuel. So I knew 65 laps was a no-go, but 63, we could run a moderate pace and finish the race and not have to worry about fuel. We ended the race with 0.77 left in the tank. So we were close, but we knew we could make it, so we're glad it worked out.
Oh, yeah, no kidding, man. That's talking about just enough for the burnout and called it a day, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Man, that was it. What an impressive run. Great race for you tonight. What was it, before I let you get out of here, of course, we'll get you some shouts, but what was the biggest contributing factor you think to your success there on track tonight?
Probably Ken Byron and Ryko. And running with the top split guys, running with the fast guys, and learning from them, learning at what pace to run. Because saving and then pushing hard doesn't really work. Saving too much doesn't work. So knowing the lap times to run, knowing the lines to run, knowing where to brake, how much to brake, and getting input from those guys on the setup through the week from over there at Ryko. Shout out to Ken especially. Shout out to Dylan. We've done a lot of racing this week. I think we both learned something from running with each other and running with other guys over there. So shout out to Mad Dog Motorsports, Dan the Man, Daniel Best, Michael Rivas, all those guys over there. Good dudes. Put a lot of laps in each week testing. And as you saw, Danny got third tonight. So
yeah,
shout out to him. That's a heck of a win on his part. Third place in the league. That's sweet.
Yeah, especially the drive up through that he had, man. Very impressive. But yes, man, congratulations to you on that run tonight. You were on point and you were on par. You had all that, and he said, spoken like a true, a true professional. I mean, you knew your car, you knew your program, you knew what you needed to run, how to run. That you didn't falter when it comes to all those cars passing you. And felt a little, what am I doing? Style of a thing. You knew what you needed to get done, and you got it done at the end, man. Very impressive. Congratulations to your win there tonight.
Yeah, one of the biggest things I saw that was different in this league race versus the ones I've ran before was the track temp. We got into qualifying, and the track was 115 degrees, or in practice, 115 degrees in practice. Dropped down to 105 for qualifying, and then dropped all the way down to 88 at the start of the race, went back up to 106, and then dropped back down to 96 at the end. So the track temps were all over the place, and that plays a big role, like people setting paces based on that track temp. Even myself, I wasn't sure what pace to run because it kept jumping up and down so much, but just running that that pace I ran, I guess it worked out. So I'm happy with it. Thank you for all you do. Thanks to Tom, setting up the league, and definitely the race control and the guys broadcasting. We appreciate y'all. So thank you.
Absolutely.
And big shout out to you for these plaques, man. They're sweet. They look good. And
Oh, you got 'em.
look professional. Yep, yeah. I got them.
Nice, sweet. You got more on the way now, so which is why I'm glad I wait for a minute so I can box them all up and send you a few of them at a time. So worked out nicely. So you'll be seeing a couple more here in about a week or two. But just wait a little bit, let them. Perfect though, dude. I'm glad you're loving them, and you got more on the way. So keep up the great work. You may even have yourself a points lead at the end of this thing.
We'll see. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You got it, buddy. My pleasure. All right, your race winner, Trevor Baxter. And let's see if I could get him on out of here and get us up the next one here. Mr. Dylan Banks, that cake eater. Just a second, as I'm just squaring this away. Yeah, just admins, it's just hard to find right now, right? Here we go, got it. All right, Mr. Dylan Banks, cake eater. You got Chris Paul Hamus here in the booth, aka Tron. You got a copy?
Yeah, buddy. What's up?
Dude, man. Well, you put on one heck of a show tonight, like normal. You got yourself that second position, not the one that you're looking for, but man, you guys put on one heck of a show out there tonight. Congratulations for your second place finish.
Thank you, buddy. It's not good enough though. We got here for a win, so. Definitely disappointed, but I mean, because as I said yesterday, consistency is key.
Yeah.
And I think we got good stage points today, and all around a good points today. Kept it up front, about all day. Just a little too tight, long run. Couldn't really do anything. And as soon as I was trying to get Trevor loose, trying to get it on his left rear and get him loose. I couldn't get around him on the high side. He wasn't giving me the bottom. And yeah, he was doing everything he could, doing everything he needed it to do.
Well, I mean, in doing so, yeah, you guys were running a great pace. You guys backed off, showed a lot of patience and strategies when it comes to your guys' run tonight. And watching all those cars get past you. I was even saying in the broadcast, which is said you made a liar out of me, that I thought it was going to be too difficult for you guys to get past all those cars that went zooming past you, And all of a sudden I blink and you guys were back up into the top 5 and running up for the race lead. So, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We were actually saving fuel. We were about a lap short when we went back green. So just sat back and tried to save fuel when I could. I probably shouldn't have done that because I think I would have been good on fuel either way, but I didn't want to chance it, so I just laid back a little bit, tried to save a little bit of fuel, and I was 3 or 4 laps to the good, and I started pushing again, but never should have let him go. Never should have let Trevor go.
Right.
If I gave him dirty air, it probably would have been a different story, but he was fast all night. Garrett was fast all night. I had a bunch of guys that were really fast all night tonight. Texas is a pretty difficult track, man. Especially 1 and 2. 3 and 4 isn't that difficult. Can be, but 1 and 2, man, it can be rough. I don't know. You've probably seen on the broadcast everybody slipping and sliding, but it's a blast, man. Texas is a good track, and I had fun tonight, but not satisfied. Hungry for a win. Gonna go out there next week and put it in victory lane next week.
All right. Well, we get to, like I said, you guys have been running, awesome race pace out there. Put on one heck of a show, dude. You did, some excellent work out there tonight. Points on the docket for you. So you're right there.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what it's about, right? Maintaining that points lead. I told Trevor is like maybe he might have that points lead. He's getting closer and closer to you, but I don't know. You staged pretty good tonight, so.
Yeah, absolutely. He's about 65 to 70 points off me right now. So, but it's going to take a lot for him to get me even with the wins, if I'm finishing second place behind him. So it's going to make it difficult for the rest of the season. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it difficult. I ain't laying over for nobody. But he's the same way. He's not going to lay over for anybody. that's just how we both race. We got that same mindset. We go out here for wins. So, yeah, second place is nice, but at the end of the day, not satisfied. Hungry for more.
Yeah, and I would assumed as much when it comes to you, my man. No worries. But like I said,
right.
you did good work out there. You put on a good show. It's like what we were expecting. So I mean that side by side battle. How was it for passing though, dude? It just seemed like everything was getting stalled up out there at times. You know, that aero block and stuff was really playing its ugly role today.
It was definitely rough. That dirty air is no joke. I mean, you've seen it when I got behind Trevor. I would get there on his bumper. I couldn't. I tried to go on his outside. I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's just that bottom in 3 and 4 is so good, and the bottom in 1 and 2 is so good. You got to send it in there and stick it on his door, and hope to God and pray to God that you don't get loose and wreck both of y'all. So. Yeah, it's definitely difficult. Did all we could, just not enough. But hey, live to see another day. At the end of the day, it's not about race wins; it's about championship in my mindset. So, just gonna keep stacking up the points, get the wins when I can. But my main focus is on championship at the end of the day.
Roger that, my man. Well, you got your good focus, and you got a good focal point. You're up there sitting, styling nice in that. First place in points, so continue your amazing run that you've been having thus far in 2025.
Absolutely, man. Can I get my shout outs real quick?
Yes, absolutely. Kick them out there, dog.
Yeah, man. I gotta give a big shout out to you for being up in the booth and running the show. Really appreciate you. I know you'd love to go down there and race with us, man. I know
throw some door right up on you, bro. Wham! You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
I know you would, man. I know you want to be down there racing with us, but you as Zimmy said yesterday, you do sacrifice and broadcast it and for all the fans and stuff out there and for us as well. We love going back and watching the broadcast. You do a phenomenal job.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, appreciate all the long hours you put in, all the sweat, blood, tears, everything you put into it, man. We really appreciate that. Your work doesn't go unnoticed. I want to give a big shout out to all my teammates at Bowtie Bandits, Garrett, Tom, Raymond, Ronnie, Chris Carroll, Lagunas, everybody at Bowtie. Couldn't do it without them. Big shout out to Ryko GG, Ken Byron, and all the guys over at Ryko for giving these absolute ripper sets every week.
Man, good kid.
Yeah, man, they're on top of their game, that's for sure. That's for dang sure. They're doing a phenomenal job over there at Ryko, so huge shout out to them guys. And last but not least, I want to give a big shout out to all the viewers and fans out there. Couldn't do it without y'all, and yeah, big shout out to Tom for putting on the league. Couldn't do it without him. And
can I throw a shout out here on your behalf?
Absolutely, man.
And I hope I, don't go, but I want to throw a shout out to Grandma, and give her all of our blessings and prayers and all of that, my man. You know what I'm saying? So
we really appreciate that, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, not the best news today. We were told she probably got it either a couple weeks to a couple months. So just you got to be positive, man.
Yep.
You can't let that bring you down. She wouldn't want that. So just got to keep your head up and keep it moving and be grateful for what you got. That's about all you can do.
Be there for her too, But man, heavy hearts for us here in the booth for you, buddy, and your family. So, thoughts and prayers out there for you.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. It's all love to y'all.
My pleasure, my man. My pleasure. Keep your head up. And
yes, sir,
keep that thing fast, dude. Doing real good work out there.
Yes, sir, everybody. I got you, man.
So, congratulations, my dog. And I'll let you get on out of here. Until next week.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Later on, buddy.
Later, buddy.
All right. We got Garrett Wiles. Looks like he's going to join us in the booth for a second. Danny Carpenter is not here.
No, I tried to get him to try to find him so I can pull him up here for you, but he wasn't up here, so I figured I'd come up here and see how everything is going and say thank you to everything you do there, Chris.
Oh, no, appreciate you, bud. Yeah. So I got you up right now. Give us Garrett Wiles. Got him up a 4th place finish tonight. Dude, you got yourself a hot rod and you led yourself some laps. Must have felt good. As that car was really performing tonight. How'd it feel in your seat?
Oh, first off, I'm gonna give a shout out to Ryko. These sets are freaking unbelievable. Mine was a little bit different than Dylan's. I had on early tires, after tires were done, I was able to turn down below people on corner exit and just have same speed as they did coming out. It was stupid fast. I mean, I think I pitted 17 laps left of the first stage, and I stayed out to the stage break and then all the way through stage 2 with the same set of tires, and it was still a rocket ship.
Wow.
I think I finished stage 2 and 3rd and still passing people that just had tires, you know what I mean? So the setup was just phenomenal. It was great for my driving style, especially because of the way I'm on the throttle wise. It just felt good. And then Kansas next week is going to be the same style of a track, so get another Ryko setup in there and see if we can do even better.
Yeah, same kind of half style, but I think it's gonna, because you have that ripping the fence out there even more so, I think, in Kansas than you do, here at Texas. So it's gonna, offer up a little more, I think, into our mile-and-a-half program.
Absolutely. And it's another track that I like. Kansas reminds me a little bit of Phoenix, and I love Phoenix. So it's kind of a mixture between Phoenix and Texas, in my opinion, the way it drives.
Okay.
So I'm excited for it. So for me, it's really good. And then, again, shout out to all my teammates. I mean, Dylan, he helped me. I didn't turn a single lap until probably an hour or so before the race, and Dylan helped me with my line, my braking points, and so forth. So if it wasn't for him, I would have probably not even been able to be where I'm at. So huge shout out to him, and shout out to his grandma, and prayers to him.
Yeah.
And then to you and Tom. I mean, he goes through a lot, and I try to help him out as much as I can, but it puts a toll on us all. So
yeah,
the fact that you and Tom and everybody that's admins wise for this league, the fact that we're all hanging in there and sticking it out, that shows huge colors to the whole league.
Well, and to you too, so I want to give you a thanks to you, as you stepped up, helping out with a lot of the admin stuff, points, things of that nature, keeping these boys updated, on their fighting progress through this thing, because that's what it's all about, right? Got to know where you stand in this, know if you need to work harder or if you need to still work harder. There is no slacking around Front Row Esports in this Cup Series.
Just so you know, points are already done.
Oh wow!
So to speak off of what Dylan was saying, he's exactly 66 points up on Trevor.
Well, he did knock a few points off, because he was 71 points back. I just went over those points earlier. So he's right, knocking them off a little bit of a time, but we do have time through this thing. So good time left.
If I remember right, tonight Trevor got 66 points for the race tonight. And then Dylan was second in with the points with 54, and then I got 49. Wow. So, for me, a huge points day. Right. I mean, and the fact that at the end of stage 2, I was able to keep up with everybody and run faster lap times really than Dylan and Trevor. Mm-hmm. They just got so far ahead I couldn't catch back up. But I was happy with myself today because I was able to really conserve the tires and be really good on tires today. So, it's a step in the right direction. Because you know me, Chris, I'm not normally good on tires.
Right.
So the fact that I'm able to kind of tone it back a little bit, I actually got faster doing it. So I've learned. And I mean, hell, you've even given me some pointers too. And so I appreciate you for that. So
one of these
days we'll have to get you back on the track with us, and we can be able to have a good time.
Oh yeah, no, I can't wait. I can't wait to get out there, twist some laps, get back in the seat a little bit. I do miss it, guarantee you that. But at the same time, you guys putting on one heck of a show. And I'm telling you, it's really hard to find lunatics like myself that can get a broadcast done. So I'm just throwing it out there. It's, there's not a lot of us out there. Is what I'm saying?
No, there's not. And you know what? And I appreciate you big time. So the fact that you come every week and do it, you know what? As long as we can give you a good show, that's all that matters to me.
And that's our game. That is our ploy. That is our efforts. That's what we aim for every single race, is to get that finish like we've seen tonight. I was just describing it into the broadcast as well. It's like, yes, it may not be as exciting as those, green, white, flag, the shootout at the end, Arvin wrecking, but man, I love it how it shows the driver's true talent. It gives them a chance to show off what they've prepared and what they've done. Them on and off pit roads, fuel strategies, hitting your marks, and of course, nailing your program. And that's what at the end of the day, you're racing the clock. You're not racing, flags. And that's what I like when you're racing the clock, not racing the flag.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what's funny is there was still some really good racing tonight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, therefore, at the end or at the start of stage 3, probably like 15 laps into it, there's 5 or 6 of us that were nose to tail and side by side going into corners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 6 of us that were doing it. It was great.
Yeah, it was great racing. Really was. Lots of positioning to be had and lost in tonight's race. So, but great run for you tonight, though. Got yourself that top 5. Got 4th position out of it. Man, good run. Looking forward to Kansas and getting another good show in. Got to get that show.
Absolutely. And I did get Danny in here for you. If you'd
like
good.
Me
to pull him down for you.
All right, roger that. And we do have our 3rd place runner up here. 3rd place finisher.
What's happening?
Danny Carpenter. There you are, my man. Heck yeah, dude. Okay, so I'm so stoked that we got a chance to get a hold of you today because you started off in the back. I felt a little bad-ish because I was just getting ready to talk to you, and then a battle broke on, up in front of you, and so we jumped up there, and then into stage, right? Whatever, and man, you said, "Damn all that." Okay, I'm going to go get that camera back. And you did. You drove your car to the front, got the camera back, and so we made put it on you in that last stage and that restart. And it must have done something because, dude, you rocketed through the field, hit your strategies, and all of a sudden, there you were in 3rd. How about that last battle, though? Give us a rundown.
Well, like once the last stage started, I just kind of saved tire and I saved like a little bit of fuel and I just like laid back. Okay. And like I let those guys like race it out for like 20 laps, and then I started to like push the pace like a little bit.
Wow!
And, it worked out.
It did. It worked out perfectly. You shocked the hell out of me, man. I was like, "What the hell?" Because I was
I just kept hitting my line. You know what I mean? Like I didn't like push my car hard. You know what I mean? Like I could, but like it wouldn't last long if I did, and I kind of knew that from like practicing with like Trevor Baxter today. So, like a shout out to him.
Wow. Were you on Ryko tonight as well? Did you have that same setup tonight?
Yes.
Nice. I'm gonna check out some Ryko. Nice. And I've ran Ryko before, and I love it. I do love the way the car feels. I love how secure it is. I love the abilities to be a little more like a chameleon out there on track. You can blend in with any line.
Yep.
I love that about Ryko. And but you can't overdrive that car. You can't overdrive it.
You can't. No, you can't. And I'm like kind of new to this game. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a learning process for me. Like the black box is hell for me. I can drive fine, but like doing all of the other stuff is not so much fun.
Wow, Mo, are you a speed reader of some sort, dude? Because you are catching on quick, my man. I mean, we've seen that style out there. Look like you've been doing this for a long minute.
Well, I've been like racing for years, and I actually raced with you like years ago on Heat. So.
Ah, okay. So yes, now I do remember you. Okay, so I've seen your name before. I was like, where? This cat has raced with us before, but I'm not sure if it was here or way back when. Dude, that was like 8 years ago.
Back in the day, we were talking about boats and something else some night.
Yeah. Still got my boat, dude.
All right.
What was your name over there in Heat? What was that?
Dan the man.
That's it. Oh, dude. Oh, I remember now. See, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. It really is. Again, it was so long ago, dude. We started this thing up. That was almost 10 years ago, like 8 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But, I finally, you know what I mean? Like I heard they were shutting the game down, and it's like I got to race ovals, so I'm out. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Here I am.
Man, well, welcome to iRacing, and welcome to I think is one of the best leagues in iRacing, and I'm. Hands down, Front Row Esports, because you remember back in the day, we were one of the best, console leagues back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And
for sure.
We've stepped it to the same. We try to step it up to the same level here, and I think we're doing so. We got drivers that, oh man, talent is through the roof, competition, everything, and you've seen it tonight, though, man. What a great run for you.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, like thanks for giving me a place to race.
Dude, my pleasure, dude. And welcome back home is all I'm saying. All right?
All right, buddy.
Minute. But let's get some shout-outs real quick before we get you out of here.
Trevor Baxter, Daniel Best, Michael Reeves.
Donuts! Yeah! Reeves, dude. Yeah. I love that guy. He's
Reeves,
awesome.
yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, I call him Reeves too. Reeves and Reeves.
Oh, Reeves.
Oh, I don't know. So I just go with both. So sometimes I'll say Reeves and sometimes I'll say Reeves. So I mean, so we just, But right on, dude.
I got a lot of names for him too.
Some of them probably can't be seen, be said on broadcast, but no, just kidding.
Exactly.
But I see I'm not. Right on. But man, Danny, what a great run for you tonight, man. Super stoked I was able to solo you out for a little bit tonight. Really hope you enjoyed that broadcast. And man, you guys did some dang good work out there on track tonight, and I think y'all should be proud of what you're able to accomplish. So congratulations to you on that P3 finish.
All right, man. Thank you.
My pleasure. We'll see you next week, yeah?
Yeah, I'll see you next week.
Roger that. You got it, buddy.
See you, buddy.
Later.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Danny Carpenter, your third place finisher. And like I said, one of the strong finish for that guy tonight too. Super stoked. Like I said, really impressed me at the end there for him to show up the way he did. All right, let's go ahead and try to spin this thing around and get us on out of here. I know we've probably sucked up the clock enough tonight, but we do hope everybody has enjoyed the show. Trevor Baxter, your race winner. Super stoked for him. Congratulations to him one more time. We got some more race plaques and trophy plaques going out to him. And to keep these drivers stoked, keep them bringing on that hot show. But everyone, thank you so much. Make sure to get us on out of here. There you go. But also, quick shout out to Moza Racing, Trek Racer, Dubby Energy Drink, the Raptor Race Graphics, and of course Starlink. Can't thank you, Starlink, enough for bringing us an amazing picture. We were fighting with this for a long ass time until finally, Starlink, got their stuff together and said, "We got you," and they do. So if you guys are fighting with that internet issue, look up Starlink. You won't be disappointed, I promise, as you can tell. But and of course, Moza Racing. If you're looking for some awesome gear, love my stuff, dude. I mean, it just, why do you think I want to get back racing again? All right, I got all this cool gear and I can't even use it. It pisses me off. Anyways, so great stuff. We've got links down below. Get yourself some discounts if you're ordering some new equipment here, especially come these holiday seasons or whatnot. But anyways, so thanks everyone again for tuning in tonight. Hit that like and subscribe. Really appreciate all your support out there tonight, and of course in our future endeavors and races throughout the season. But and also hit the noti buttons. I normally have about a 30-second to a minute intro, and then we're in it. So you kind of want to hit that noti button. So if you want to catch us live and catch the whole, all of it, right? You get that little bell. We only come live like once, twice a week. So normally it's Thursday and Friday nights. But so if anything, we will see you next week, next Thursday night, and then Friday night. So we got Kansas going down. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. But thanks again, everyone. We're out. We will see you later. Until then, y'all keep going in the right direction.
Another one bites the dust. Steamboats further down the street.